Good.
Customizing it.
I ain't fired up about what she's gonna spend on it.
I hear you. Welcome back Monday night. What's up, guys? So if you've seen the title of the video, we have SmokeOut Rally this coming weekend, and it actually starts in 3 days. It's Thursday. So I just want to say thanks for everybody so far for showing up in the side chat. We have XAM Biker. We have, let's see, Doc Harley is done dropped in too. Evil Rick. We have Upstate Rider. Oh, Motor in the Galaxy. What's up, buddy?
I just stepped
That's all right. Let's see. We got Long Cowboy. What's up, buddy? Slim Jim. How's it going? So, like I said, tonight, we're just going to discuss a few things, and we are, because most of everybody knows that, we're all going to smoke. Well, we're going to smoke out as well. You guys are coming up from Florida, and I'm just going to be riding about 6 hours over. So, what's up, Dallas? DDK, what's up, guys?
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, and we hear that Tom, Twin Cam Tom, is going to get kidnapped and head to smoke out with us. Well, not with us. Well, maybe with us. I don't know. He's getting kidnapped, and he will be there.
Yes, I was excited to hear that because I was looking forward to meeting him ever since that I'd seen him on Professional Monkeys live stream a couple of times, but never really got to talk to him. So, and once he entered the chat room on our Instagram chat, getting to know him has been great. I can't wait to meet him. I think that there's going to be a lot of people I've been wanting to meet over there because this is my first year of going to SmokeOut. So
there's quite a few people, and the good thing is Mr. Monkey knows a lot of them and will introduce us to like some of the badass painters. Perowitz is going to be there. That's Dina's
dream
envy. So, and then a couple of bike builders will be there, and Bill should be there, which has that badass chopper that won a few times at Sturgis. And then, yes, Tom will be there so we can have some great food and great drinks. That man is a mixologist.
That's what I keep hearing.
I don't drink, but that man has made some drinks that I would drink.
That's what I keep hearing. I keep hearing he's a heck of a cook and a heck. What's up, Joe Casey? I keep hearing that he's a great
Oh man, he puts chef there.
He's a chef. He's he does. And I told him, I said, now I don't drink a lot, but if I keep hearing about these drinks you're making, you're going to have to at least make me one. And if anybody knows me, I like to have one or two drinks, and then I'm fine. I just like to sip on a good, some bourbon or something like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward. I think one of the most things I'm looking forward to is some of the choppers that I did not see because I went to, St. Louis. There was a lot of choppers there, and there's never usually the same choppers. There's a few same at certain places, but I have talked to Randall, the guy that runs Cycle Showcase. There's supposed to be a few different ones there over here.
28 bikes there. And then there's supposed to be an unveiling of one that hasn't been seen.
Yeah. So hopefully, we're going to be.
What's up,
Bob? That's something I'm really looking forward to.
Gas Solo, Upstate Rider, XAM, Home Cowboy, Joe Casey, DDK.
Okay, stop.
I was just reading hellos. Hello.
What's up, everybody? Yeah, because I think some of these people is actually over from your channel. So. Since I think you guys connected it. Did it go live from y'all stuff?
I have not checked.
Yeah, Lone Cowboy, I've known him. Me and him. Now this guy, if you don't know who Lone Cowboy is, man, this guy is a great guy. He does some good riding videos and live streams, and like he just did a premiere today of riding and watching his son doing some racing in a car. I think it was I can't remember if it was dirt track or if it's a different kind of track. I think it's just, that kind of dirt track or whatever. What's up, Doc Harley? And he can correct me. But if you guys don't know who he is, please go check his channel out, man. I really enjoy watching him. So, and he'll get in his big truck and his semi and drive and do a live stream and talk to people. I mean, he's really, it's really good if you're, like me, you're retired and you're maybe around the house during the day and you see him going live. Yeah, Miss Linda's first time back on the bike since her accident. So it was a real good video. So
I don't know if they're having a swap meet, but I'm sure all the chopper guys will have stuff for sale. But,
at SmokeOut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Casey asked,
I think they are doing a swap meet.
That'd be nice.
oh, I
Yeah,
schedule.
Well, yeah.
I think they do have an area up there where they may be doing a swap meet. And no offense towards Noggin, man. I was telling Noggin the other day, look, dude, you're going to have to go to swap meets. And, hey, there he is. As I mentioned his name, Moto Noggin. What's up, buddy? And I was telling him he was doing that live the other day, and I was trying to tell him, go find some swap meets. That will be the cheapest and the easiest place, especially if you're going to do a lot of fabrication to a chopper and you're going to be cutting and welding. Don't be buying the new expensive things, go to swap meets. Talk to those old timers that's sitting there selling that stuff. Man, they can tell you and guide you through that, And
if he's doing chrome, then I meant Mr. and Miss Thumper. Hello, looking good, Thumper.
He got his ears, what do they say? Raised?
Jordan.
Got my ears raised. Yeah, got my ears raised. But
Doc Harley said that.
yeah,
is there a Facebook page for the SmokeOut?
Pick up shit and clean it up and then have it powder coated.
I'm not sure if there's a Facebook page, but they have a website, SmokeOutRally.com, and it gives you the day by day, the lineup of what's happening every day.
And a map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first day, Thursday, which I guess the gates don't open until noon. And then the hamsters ride, which I think would be super cool. I saw a couple of those bikes at the FXR show.
We ain't got nothing that can ride with the hamsters.
I just want to watch.
Well, I can tell you, I just want to meet a couple of them.
Yeah.
I'll just be honest, man.
Yellow shirts.
Yeah, I want to meet a couple, which I've met Chris probably three, Chris and Heather. I've met them 3 or 4 times, talked to them, really good people. I haven't ever met any of the other hamsters. Now, I've been to places I may have been in the same vicinity and not really paid attention to them, But like I think Jody and her dad's going to be there, maybe, if I'm correct. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So
he's definitely a yellow shirt.
he's been in the industry for so long, though. I mean, it's like,
Yeah,
we all know.
All of them are all hamsters.
Oh yeah, I mean, and it's that club of what they've actually tribute to that, to this community, to what they have done to, improve or create for the motorcycle community. It ain't just, hey, I'm a millionaire, I'm a hamster. You know what I mean? They actually they've earned that, that shirt. They've earned that title to say, because of the things they've done for the, for the motorcycle community and the custom stuff or whatever you want to call it or however you want to, say it. But, I mean, what's up, Ty from Tennessee, buddy? How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, I think
he says North Carolina. That would be a long haul for me. Where's he at?
He's
he's in North Carolina.
No, he's over in, I want to say Texas, but I think I'm wrong.
It was Joe Casey that said from North Carolina. So he's in North Carolina.
Lone Cowboy is, oh man, I watch him and I pay attention. I can't even think. Tell me where you, Kansas, Missouri. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's it. I knew it was that way, But yeah, I mean, I think DDK had a pretty good ride today with Snake Venom and Tweedle. I think they took off up through East Tennessee a little bit. So I see that DDK's on here. So I take it that they've made it home, and they've had a pretty good ride. Hey, Joe Casey says he's in Raleigh. Okay.
That ain't too far from Salisbury.
No, he's about 8 hours from me, so he's probably what, 3 or 4 hours from there, maybe, if that.
I don't think so. I think Salisbury to Raleigh.
Or no, I was thinking of Richmond. Okay, Virginia. Sorry, no, he shouldn't be but about an hour or so then, if that. So, someone's saying they love y'all. Okay, well, I'm sure they love you too, Jeff.
We love everybody.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, it's Monday. I know it's Labor Day. If you live in a small town like I do, I had to get out this morning and run to town, and I love it that time because there's no one in town. The whole town is dead. Everything's shut down, and except Walmart and Save-A-Lot. So, but yeah, 3 days. Thursday, it starts Thursday. So I'm not showing up till Friday morning. So actually, it's 4 days for me before I get there, or 3.5, whatever you want to call it. So, I'm looking forward to it because I was wanting to go last year and didn't have the opportunity. And to be truthfully, I mean, I love being around the chopper stuff and being around and going to St. Louis this past year in the cycle. It's called a cycle showcase, and it's not all choppers. There was a majority are choppers. Don't get me wrong, but they have some other bikes that are completely restored, BMWs or, different, just Suzuki or, but just the whole showcase was just, excellent. So it's been making me want to catch these smaller places anyways, like going to Loretta Lynn's, seeing the chopper barn and all the choppers in there and everything. Because I love that era of motorcycles,
I just like cool bikes.
Yeah.
So like she's diehard FXR, the little stunter deal. I ride a Cholo, so I like the Cholo scene a lot.
I also like the Cafe Brat Racer. I mean, that's back like 10 years ago. We built,
and that's what I mean. Some of those BMWs and stuff. They're
I can appreciate any bike as long as you appreciate it. I don't the guys that just have the turd bikes and then they just rag on them and tear them up and shit. I'm not going to look at that, but I'll look at anything from your performance baggers to your Cholos to everything else.
Oh yeah, I do. And now don't get me wrong. Like I said, I love the chopper scene. I love the bikes. I love how the mechanics and stuff is on it. And I also think and I love the baggers. Don't get me wrong. I like all bikes. I don't care if they're Harley or BMW or Suzuki, Kawasaki, whatever. It doesn't matter. If it's a nice bike and I'm digging it, I dig it. You know what I mean? I'm not that kind of, well, I only like this and that, But my favorites are the choppers. I don't know. I guess that's from where I've seen things growing up and just different stuff. And I feel more comfortable in that kind of around those guys, I mean, really, I get around those guys and I feel like, man, it's just a good feeling to hang out with those, those builders and that scene. But then I can get around to the other scenes and I feel good as well. I mean,
it's just a rider,
yeah. But I'm saying, like, if I'm going to a show, do I want to what do I really want? I'll check out any bike. You know what I mean? I don't like just one specific bike. I like the performance bikes. I like the paint jobs and stuff like that they do on them. But now with the choppers, I like the way they're just handcrafted. You know what I mean? There's something about them that's just handcrafted and
because
I don't know if it's
their personality, their passion into
it. Yeah,
so
and they put the time into it.
Slap a fancy paint job on it and some bolt-on parts.
Yeah.
Which, listen, I ride a Cholo, which is a fancy paint job and some slap-on parts.
I mean,
I'm not
specifically.
Well, mine don't have the fancy paint job yet, but that's what the Cholo is the fancy paint job, and some bolt-on parts. And I can get behind that too. FXRs, unless they start doing engine work, they're bolt-on parts. pretty much anybody can do it in their garage.
Exactly.
But choppers are a passion. It is something you put your time, energy. You're not bolting on parts. You're chopping parts off, stretching parts out. Uh, it's a passion.
Making shifters or bolts.
Yeah,
What's
whatever
up,
you got to
Frogzilla?
do. It's whatever you got to do to make it go down the road.
Yeah, and like I said, to me, I'm just looking forward to enjoying the show, and not just the show. I mean, hanging out, get with you guys, getting to meet Tom, hanging out with Monkey again. It's been a while since February. It's just look there. Hello, Jamaica parents, buddy.
Come on, dude. Come on. It's
And-
not your life. It's our life. You got to steal the show, huh? All right, get down. Get down. You're too big to be a lapdog.
And yeah, and getting to meet the people that I've watched or followed for a long time, and getting to see some of those people also. That's really, I mean, I'm looking forward to the whole weekend. Now, yes, my weather forecast, of course, we all know it could change better or for worse. When I looked it up in the 80s, I can deal with that, the heat like that. But with it saying 40% chance of rain, that's not bad in my opinion. For over there,
I mean, it's gonna rain. We're coming.
Listen,
I mean, yeah.
pack you
What's up,
pack
Tiger?
you two pairs of pants and a whole bunch of shorts.
Yeah,
Because we're not riding. It's not like a rally that you go take off on rides. It's a hangout. It's a party. It's a so if it rains, you're in shorts anyways. Enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? You got a dry place with AC if it's too hot.
Oh,
yeah,
and by the way,
exactly.
you don't have to take a baby wipe bath. We'll let you use the shower.
But I mean, it's just going to be a wild time. I foresee.
Oh, yeah.
It's a camp out, and it's like basically being in the campground with everybody for 3 days.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Dallas, buddy. I mean, the meetup, that was to me it was better than almost a show. I enjoyed the show. Don't get me wrong, but getting to meet up the day before and meet with everybody, that was
Hold up, he says. So you like disappointment? Got it.
What? What is that supposed to mean?
So you are
Well,
getting kidnapped.
He just dropped in, so okay.
Yeah.
So
What's up,
explain yourself.
Send him the link. See if he'll jump on. Tom, can you jump on? Hey,
Hello,
Frog,
Mrs.
how's it going?
Sharkey, Frogzilla, Tiger Ward, Jeff. What's going on, guys? Yeah. Tom, don't say anything. I'll send you the link if you want. If you can, I asked him earlier if they were still out, camping, or if they had made it home yet, and I don't think he had seen that. Let me jump in here on this
It will not rain.
thing. Let me.
And we have been blessed.
No. Maybe that's what
saying
he's
you're ready
talking
for
about.
a disappointment getting to meet him. Okay. No, it's not a disappointment, Ray, dude. He's cool as shit.
Dude, any hillbilly that's I can't figure him out yet. That is either a Hatfield or a McCoy. I don't think I'm gonna be disappointed in. I just like to tease him over that. He knows it. But
Anybody that throws up some squirrel hamburger helper or squirrel wanting to try it.
I will pass.
exactly. And
Hey, man.
no, I think that's awesome. That's some of the best food there is. Squirrel. Oh, that's awesome. Like I was telling him.
Squirrel, if he wants to bring it, we'll get.
I've got deer meat in the freezer. That's what he's saying. He wanted to check your Instagram, Tom. But yeah, I was like, dude, I've got 25 rabbits in the yard every morning right before daybreak. I mean, I just knock them off with a BB gun instead of getting the 22 out. And I could bring them. I could bring a mess of them.
With rabbits.
I'll throw them over my shoulder on a string and go down the road.
Oh Lord.
I ain't a Hatfield or McCoy, Doc.
Right,
I was just saying where Tom is from. I think he said he was born in Kentucky but lived in West Virginia. So, or raised in West Virginia or something like that. So I like to tease him about what side of the family he's on up there. So, but it's funny I mean, I think it's great that he's getting to come, that he worked it out with his, his job and his boss. So, I mean, I kept those separate, the job and the boss, the job's the work and the boss is the wife. So, that's why I separated it. But
Ray is not Hatfield. He's a pile.
Pile. A pile of what? No, I'm
Gomer
not a
Pyle.
pile. That's right. Jim Neighbors was actually his name. And he's a fourth cousin.
Snake
Third to my mother.
Roll out Thursday.
Hey, buddy, what's up? I could roll Thursday, but I have 2 kids and a wife that the kids I have to see to. That's why I was thinking Friday morning. I'm rolling out Friday morning about 5 in the morning because I can't. I've already, told the wife and everything the way, she gets up and leaves the house at 3 in the morning for work. I'm not going to leave the kids, you know what I mean? And I know they're old enough, 17 and 14, whatever, but I just don't do that because I'm here. I wake them up, they get up and get ready for school and leave for school. Friday morning, you're going to roll Thursday. Okay. But, Friday morning, I will get up and leave because the wife, there's days that she don't work on Fridays and then she just works half a day. So that's how I can leave on Friday and I can't leave on Thursday because I'm not going to leave them to themselves. Even though they can take care of themselves, I don't do that. So, but yeah, I'm going to leave Friday morning, probably 4 or 5 in the morning. And that way, time I get over there, it give me time to hopefully get through Knoxville traffic and maybe not hit the rush hour. Or if I have to, I'll get off and go around. I'll just run my GPS and get around it. So, but it's no big deal. I'm no hurry to rush there. So I think that, I think we're going to have a good time. So when you guys leave there, yeah, well, I had some business to take care of today, Snake Venom. I know you guys have a good ride today, and I had some stuff to take care of. Monkey, it's only 5 hours and 19 minutes or something, it says. So I don't think it's too far. It's just like I said, I'll get up, I'll ride. Hopefully, I'll probably stop a couple of times, take a smoke break, eat lunch, eat something, breakfast or something. And then, kind of, like I said, I'm not in no rush to do anything crazy because I'm just going to jump on the interstate and head that way. Because I run 40 all the way. I never get off 40 until I get to Salisbury. I mean, to literally the town, the exit there. So I'm only on one interstate. So. I think it said 5 hours, 19 minutes or something like that for me. So, now you guys, after SmokeOut, you're going to be riding over here and going on down to, is it Texas? Yeah, about midday Friday, Monkey. I'll be there I'm hoping around 11, depending on how many gas stops I decide, or not gas, but cigarette breaks, and not really. Hey, Friday, Monkey, I'll be there about. Hey, turn. I think they got something on.
Turn your phone sideways.
Oh, look at the puppy. I like your palette wall, Lynn.
Oh, thank you.
That dog is bigger than you.
Yes, she is.
Aw.
Baby.
Hello, Lynn. Not gonna call you the other name. So, Lynn, it is.
Me, Dora.
Tom, turn your phone sideways.
He just walked out. Got a slight delay.
Oh.
So, what did he have to do to convince you to let him go?
Oh, I didn't.
Oh,
Wow.
what? I can't hear.
Lynn, turn the phone sideways so the speaker is out on the side.
You're going to go
Turn
to
the
a
phone
new film.
sideways.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't blame you. There's certain ways you can go and make the ride better. There you go.
Yay! Now we can actually see you a little closer.
So are
I
you
love how the
guys?
dog just has his paw over your shoulder.
Yeah, it's like I'm just chilling. So I take it you're back at the house.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are.
Okay. Yeah. So the camping trip was good though.
Oh yeah. Had a great time.
We enjoyed.
I heard you went
bike
off
ride.
exploring.
I did. Well, I'm a happy drunk.
You went to meet the neighbors?
I'm telling you, Dallas. Paul Mitchell Hairspray. There's the owner right there.
Yeah. Tom has some fabulous hair.
Yeah. It's that mountain gray, ain't it?
Pretty much.
So, answer Ray, are you a Hatfield or a McCoy? Which side of the mountain are you from?
He's got to have some kind of kin through that.
You're a, raised on the West Virginia side, you're probably more Hatfield than anything.
There you go. Okay. Does Tom not have chairs at his house? DDK said that.
We just kind of like plopped down.
Yeah, he said, "Shut up about the hair, Dallas." He's bald.
They're too cool to have chairs.
Okay, what does your shirt say, Mr. Thumper?
Shane Smith and the Saints.
There you go.
Texas Red Dirt Band.
Check them out.
Yeah, they're real good.
Ask Pops, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah. So the river you was like floating on, man, that was nice. That was nice and clear.
Yeah, it's a nice.
The one I was talking about when I messaged you, when I lived in Panama City, there's a river over there called the Ecofina River. And it's really not as clean as what you was at going down until you get like a mile down it. And then it goes up into this natural spring of the Ecofina water, and it goes into a cove and turns into a natural spring. And it's just clear as it can be like that. And I mean, it's beautiful. And that's what I was trying to think of earlier when I was talking to you. I was like, it was Ecofina, but I couldn't spell it. It was like, what's up, buddy?
How y'all doing?
The springs.
HD. What?
TBHD, tuberculosis, Harley Davidson. No.
Tig old biddies, heavily
Dilated.
There you go.
Well, at least they ain't heavily drooping.
Yeah. Oh man.
Thunderbird Harley. It's a gift from El Buffalo.
Oh,
Thunderbird Harley Davidson.
Yeah,
that's what it
yeah.
is.
I'm already starting my hat collection for SmokeOut.
Not today.
I got a whole collection of them.
I can't take my collection.
Maybe today, Satan.
I've got 200. I've got 200 hats or more.
We have so many.
I feel much. I feel boot boxes up full of them.
Well, you're not today. Not today, Satan.
For some reason.
For that
Not
hat.
today, Jesus. We ain't doing it today. I'm with the Satan today.
So I have to say, everybody's saying hi to you, Monkey, Evil Rick, the Frogzilla, DDK. Okay, well, Joe Casey, Bad Boy 820, hello, buddy. What's up? Yes, it's been a great holiday. So before anybody else says it, I know you put that reel out, dude. That color is freaking sick. Look at that thing in the background, girl.
We got a dance.
What do you mean that thing?
Shaking that thing.
Shaking that thing, girl. That's
now. I have said before how thankful I am to have that. It's just fine at this house, noise and crazy. Okay, how I'm blessed with a wonderful bride. And so is Tom, because we're going to smoke out sans our better halves, which is it's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be fine. I'm responsible for keeping them in
fine.
check.
It's all gonna be fine.
And Mike, I was unsupervised.
Right. Yeah, and today I go to the rig because my RV has earned the nickname Big Karen because she has been a pain in the ass, as the Thumpers has been
You
as
say
well.
that as I'm walking in.
But for the last several weeks, and I've had to replace before Sturgis. You all know both motors on the slide. I did that battery upgrade, and thanks to the entire glorious YouTube community, discovered that my charging system is not adequate for that big of a lithium-ion battery. So $300 to change the charging unit. That arrives tomorrow.
Man.
What else?
Oh.
I had to change both the regulator.
Oh, they froze. Or we froze. Did we freeze?
No,
No.
Oh, okay.
Is it me or was that?
Yeah,
me?
it's
There you are
you're
now.
fine. You're fine now.
So I had to change the regulator lines. Someone else got on me about that battery and the way it's inside the box. It should be neoprene in. And so today I was padding the thing, even though I had it padded, but now it's like wedged in with neoprene all the way around. And so, yeah. And then this glorious one, as I'm doing all that, she's in there scrubbing the bathroom top to bottom.
Okay, and I've got another. Go ahead. What?
Go ahead, hon.
Oh no, I was just going to talk about the bike. If you're saying something more important, I'll listen.
No, it's all that's all done. But here, Tom, be prepared for the fact that the bathroom is now spotless. The rest of the rig looks like 12 homeless people have been living in it because it's still Sturgis dirty. You know what I mean? Like it's just we haven't been in it since then, so it's gross. Like,
Well, Snake Venom wants to know: is that a Baja Orange?
yes, that's Baja Orange and Vivid Black. That new paint set. It's called Stinger, but it's not out yet. That's the first set that they did as a test, and I thought it was amazing because they sent me that set. And so now we're going to be doing a lot of swap-a-ruin where the Grinch body is going to go on the ST for the meantime. And so, So
What's up, Jay? So by the way, I just want to say, go hit the like button, everybody, if you don't care. And if you're new to this, like from someone else's channel, Tom's or the Thumpers or Monkeys, please go subscribe to my channel. So thank you. I just wanted to throw that out there. But no, like really. And then you said something else about the 80. Though, did you get the headlight going right?
at the moment,
Okay.
Depends on the time of day.
it's working right now. So
Okay.
we're gonna go with that.
So do they have a swap meet at SmokeOut?
They have a sale. Okay, so SmokeOut has a lot of different
Vendors.
aspects. Yeah, it has vendors. So they don't have a swap meet per se, but they do have a bunch of guys that come with trailers full of stuff, and they just lay it out on the field because it's essentially a big field. So there is a lot to look at. So they do have some pretty good parts and parts for some pretty old bikes, which is interesting.
There was that dude last year. It was what? So, and to answer your question, Thump, yes, it's basically a swap meet. There's vendors that are selling a bunch of old parts.
Oh, and there's an interior. I'm sorry. There's a whole interior section also that is a swap meet where we went, Barbie the welder.
Yeah, there's an electric bike guy. There's a guy there with an electric El Camino that he drove his electric bike in the bed up. Like, it was a really neat guy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
But there was this old man and this other old dude with a bunch of parts all over the place. And the guy goes, "Is this a bolt for?" I mean, it was like a plastic old Harley package from who knows what year. And he's like, "Is this a bolt for a 74 FLH?" And the guy goes, "I'm not sure, but Bob will know." "Bob, what is that?" Bob looks over and goes, "That's a rectifier bolt for 47. I was like, "How do you?" It was a bolt. It was a bolt package. Man, like. That's a from a 1937 JD. Like it just, wow.
Yeah. Dallas says hi, Mrs. Monkey. Or the whole chat does, but
Dallas,
he says
sir.
hello.
Dallas,
Everybody.
Comments. Oh, okay.
Everybody does.
See those. Yeah. So they have the, of course, the tank full which is where they have all these amazing artists take half a tank, and the money goes to Meals on Wheels. So that's Heather Callan's baby. They do. We actually had Tab gave us one of the tanks from last year here from Deadwood Customs. So amazing artists. I think we put together some snippets that he's going to be releasing. So I'm going to start releasing reels on his channel because
it's my production company.
Yeah, right. So you'll see they have one that's Jelly Roll, that singer Jelly Roll. They did a profile of him. It's amazing. They have a section that's just, of course, the gallery where they bring in just custom bikes, amazing bikes. Billy Lane had some of his bikes there. Just amazing builders. They have a section where they do these sissy bars that are all art, custom made sissy bars. Then they have the custom bike show and the wet T-shirt and the concerts. So there's so much stuff going on. You'll have something to do every hour of the day. And it's going to be hard to keep up with what is going on.
And music. There's music the whole time. But then they had who's the band this year? I forgot they.
I heard it's
Shiza.
Drowning Pool.
Drowning
Pool. I think is the main event or the main, big name, I guess.
Hey Doc, good to see you. That'll be fun. So Lynn and I will be going out clubbing while you and Tom.
Fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah.
But the other few bands I've never heard of, and that's what I was discussing with Dallas the other night. I was saying, these local, or some of these smaller bands that no one's ever heard of. Like me and the wife, we went to Whiskey Myers concert, and the two bands that opened up was the Rival Sons and the Weathered Souls. And dude, they rocked, man. They were great bands, and I mean, you just never know who you're going to see, and you know what I mean? It's kind of like it's up in the air because you don't know if they're going to suck or if they're going to, rock the place. And because Drowning Pool is good, but is there someone else out there better? Yeah, sure. I mean.
Yeah, I hear Tom. Tom's quite the singer.
Right.
I mean, he's no Harley.
Well, Dallas is quite the singer as well. I mean, you guys don't realize it, but I've seen him sing in public.
Wow.
I mean, yeah.
That won't be me, Doc.
It won't it sure as hell won't be me. But
me either.
You guys will have a quartet going or something.
I'll clap you on, but I'm not going to do it.
I
was drunk. I was 19 and drunk when I lived in Panama City, and I was so drunk I got on stage at a karaoke bar and sang Blind Melon, No Rain. And I don't even remember. They just told me that's what I sang.
It's probably better that you don't
remember.
Yeah. I don't believe you for a second. I think that was last week, and it wasn't Panama City.
We can do this. Streaming. We can bring people to the hang on. I can do the thing.
Yeah, you can do.
Ray's SmokeOut. What do we want to call this? I'm going to put it on the channel too.
Whatever you want to do, buddy. Yeah, you can share it to yours.
We called it SmokeOut Rally.
SmokeOut Rally, yeah, that's basically.
Okay.
Raysmotolife.
SmokeOut Rally chat. Whatever.
Yep.
But Tom, man, other than the
about SmokeOut Rally.
Yeah. So, I mean, was it just the weekend? I mean, how far was that for you guys to go over there and just stay for the weekend from where you're at?
It's the north side of town for us.
Okay. So basically just kind of just ride over and camp?
It was the last minute. We originally had plans, booked over at Fort DeSoto, and I think because of the hurricane and the flooding, they canceled all things. So it was the last minute. I was able to snag it Thursday night.
Yeah. Some of our trips are last minute. We try to go every month somewhere.
I guess that worked.
Yeah, it did. It popped up on mine and said it's okay.
I just saw that it said stream this to your audience. I'm like,
I went in and changed it today. Actually, when you go in and you do a live stream through StreamYard, after you get through the I think the camera thing, and then it says that camera thing, or like it says, can do the camera and the mic. There's a blue button down at the bottom of the screen as you're going through there setting up, and it says, allow other channels to stream. So you just turn it on because they got some new features. Because if you pay for it now, I pay for mine. I'm sure you pay for yours, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now I don't know if it's on the free one, but where I pay for mine, and I pay like $30 a month or something. I mean, they've been popping up all kinds of new stuff, So, thank you, XN. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to some of the choppers that I have, or any of the bikes I haven't seen before, because I know there's going to be some there. And
there's also a lot of cool vintage bikes there too. There'll be knuckles and pans and shovels. And
yeah.
The Lead Sled Sportster Show is really cool. I mean, Bill's taking his bike there. Gives you an idea of the kind of like stuff you see. But there's, I'm bringing my shovel just for fun, but there will be bikes there that are mostly original, but you look at them and they look like they're sitting on the showroom floor in 1971. Like that perfect. Mine has nicks and scratches, and mine's got 35,000 miles on it and looks like it does.
What's up, Baggervader?
But I'm bringing it because Bill made fun of me. I told him, I said, yeah, Tom's going. It's awesome. I'm going to bring the golf cart. And he's like, you're bringing the golf cart and the chopper? And I go, yeah. He goes, what about the shovel head? I'm like, well, I don't have room for the shovel head and the chopper and the golf cart safely. And he's like, what in the hell is wrong with you? You're going to bring a golf cart so you can bring... And I'm like, yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir. I'll bring the shovel head instead. I'm sorry, sir. Like, all right. So, and the golf cart needs a new battery, which God love Easy Go. It's a gas golf cart, but it's a proprietary sized car. This is a car battery. It's not anything special, but the size is weird. And I did all this research, and you can't just go into an Advanced Auto Parts and go like, I need that battery. There won't be one that size. You'd have to like modify it to make the cradle fit and all this crap. And of course, Easy Go wants $300 for a car battery. So I'm like, you know what? That's a sign from God that Tom's gonna have to ride the chopper. I'll ride the shovel, and we'll just get around that way.
Zach, SmokeOut is
North
Carolina.
Yeah, Salisbury, North Carolina. Bruce Nelson, welcome, buddy. Jeff, Pappy, all you guys that's popping in here, welcome. I know you guys are from Monkey's channel, most of you. So please check my channel out.
Oh, the link.
Okay.
See that? Oh,
that's like a little chain link on the thing.
Yeah, that's all your members. That's your members though. It does it when I'm on yours, and it's just that shows you who your channel members are. So
because I was wondering what
Yeah, after Monkey connected it to his, it pops up and shows who Monkey's like. Yeah, his memberships and stuff. Zach, what's up, buddy? Yeah. Bent Rim, what's going on, Billy? There's a lot of people in here. I wish you could control. You do better at controlling the chat, Monkey, than I do.
Billy, how's it going?
Yeah.
I'm good. I got it.
Can she highlight stuff though? She probably can't.
I don't know. I don't know if you can. That's what I'm saying. Can you do it?
It's still your show. It's just simulcasting or something.
Yeah. Alan, what's up? Yeah. Alan's World. Welcome, guys. Jeff Fox. Yeah.
So everybody who's on here is going. Thumpers, you're going, right?
Yes.
You're going.
Yep.
Tom. So Lynn and I are the only ones. Wow, Lynn, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go out there?
I think y'all should just come also.
I can. I'm playing mom, nurse, and housekeeper here.
Oh,
that's okay. I mean, I've missed. How many have I missed this year? Because I'm dad. You know what I mean? I mean, really. I mean, there's nothing. It's just what we have to do. But yeah, it's only like 5 hours and 19 minutes for me. And
what are you doing,
Lynn? Just go south.
Yeah, I can go on.
And you just tell one the one child to take care of the other one.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
and you can meet the dog that you don't really want to meet.
Hey,
You could.
Sunrail, not Sunrail, but isn't the
high speed rail?
You can just pick it up and take it all the way down there now.
Is it
you
done?
Don't have to try.
Yeah, well, it's done to Miami. It is
done to
Miami.
But I thought it wasn't open yet in Orlando. I thought they
Hello,
still
Russell.
wasn't done yet.
Hey, Russell.
I think it is. They're
How are you?
running. I don't know if they're just running tests, but every time we have to go down the beeline, they're running.
It's running.
So how far is it for Bill? Where's Bill at, Monk?
Michigan.
Michigan. So that's
So far.
Yeah, that ain't.
Yeah,
that
the
ain't-
reason why he's taking my choppers, he's taking the time machine to smoke out, and then Big Randy is taking the time machine from him. This is the kind of dude Bill is. Yeah, how many hours does he have in that bike? He's like, yeah, Big Randy's going to take it to the Ozarks for me. I wouldn't want to take that bike anywhere. Are you kidding me? Like, I ain't loading that, hauling it. No. So, but Big Randy's taking it.
No, I wouldn't want to fly to land on it. I mean,
I wouldn't want to be responsible for that.
no way. Yeah.
But Randy's taking it to the Ozarks for the Ozark Rally in September, and that saves Bill like 2 days because he's going to go to the Ozarks, but he doesn't have to haul it, set it up, display it. Randy's going to do all that, you know.
Good evening,
Bad
James.
boy, the dog sitter was really expensive, and I didn't want to keep paying him to be over here. So I'm watching the dog, the baby,
$200 a night,
and the old man.
he
So,
charges.
yeah, we did that.
Oh my Lord, that's a lot.
Yeah, I could hire a.
Well, he knows he's got us. There are 5 people on this earth that the dog will allow to be near him, and he knows he's like 20% of the people.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Pappy's asking, is anybody going to Daytona? He's going to be getting back from Australia, so I don't think that's going to work. But I'm thinking of.
I know it's not going to work.
Yeah, so I might go. I might go and either do a turn and burn, or I might go and see who any of my buds are going and stay with them, or find a hotel room just to do some content or something, just to get the ride up and back.
Thomas talked about going even if it's just for a day or two.
Oh yeah.
What is it, like an hour and a half for you guys?
Yeah,
Maybe.
barely.
Not even.
I'm going to miss it this year because I'm planning the March. So I'm planning to come down in March.
I'll be there in March, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Fine.
and that way I can stay for, several days.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
We'll be free.
Yeah, we're at Born Free for Biketoberfest.
Well, during Biketoberfest, we're at Born Free in Texas.
Oh, nice.
So we'll be at Dallas's in October as well. So in Henry Horton. So
You talking to the dog?
we have that big event there. And and he wanted me to make an announcement. If anybody is coming to the Henry Horton to the Tennessee meetup in October, please go check out his Instagram or his wife's Penny's Iron Butterflies. They have a link where you go and register. Go in and fill it out, please. They do need a head count for that. So he will be doing more things on it as it gets closer, live streams and stuff to notify everybody. So just keep an eye out for Dallas's post, please. So
Randy,
so
hey,
Ray,
Jim.
it sounded like you said that he said to go check out his wife's penis. I'm not sure that's not what you said, but
Where
I'm
did you
like,
see
his
that?
Iron Butterfly, his wife's page. Go check it out.
Paige. I'm like,
Yeah.
go check out his wife's penis. I'm like,
That.
do we have to? Is it something that's part of the whole?
Can you remember you were on his live?
It's part of
That's
the
all
Henry
right.
Horton
Trust me.
experience.
There's a lot of. It ain't gonna hurt
Penny
this
is
lot.
an awesome person.
We love
Yeah,
this.
she's great.
Penny.
Yeah.
You said his wife's Penny. Okay.
His wife Penny's.
His wife Penny.
Hey.
His wife Penny's
Yeah.
Instagram.
Penny's-
And I thought you said his wife's penis. And I was like,
What kind of holiday have you had, Mark?
I mean, I
what's
always
up, buddy?
knew Dallas was an open-minded kind of guy. I just
Hey,
didn't know that.
Big Country's on. Hey, Big Country, how you doing?
You know,
Here?
I don't judge.
He's doing shots. I gotta go to work in the morning, but I'll do one.
Yeah,
Big Country.
I have a call with India in 12 hours.
Yeah, that's why I said, and that's what I was telling them the other day. It's Monday night, man. We don't have to get on and drink and get slammered drunk to have a good time on a live stream. Or just come on and
shut your whore mouth.
That kind of negativity.
I don't need that negativity in my life. Man.
When Big Country says shots,
Big country
It's
says
Big
shots.
Country.
Okay, if Big country says shots. It's
hey,
gotta-
Moto,
Oh, you gotta
the
do
man would
shots.
literally beat the shit out of me. Like it's just
out of any of us. Is that an OnlyFans link? Jay must be asking for Ray's OnlyFans. I missed it.
yeah, that's for his wife's penis.
yeah.
It's his wife's OnlyFans.
With the zombie
Are
exhaust.
we just doing polls off the bottle? Which, by the way,
Sure.
those of you that were on our live on Friday, that did not go well. Like at the end of the night,
You felt fine.
Storm chasers here. Hey, buddy.
you felt fine my ass.
Monkey, there's your storm
I
chaser.
felt fine. I fell asleep. I felt fine.
You passed out. She Irish exited on me at a certain point. Like,
Yeah. Monkey, there's your storm chaser, Corey, buddy. He's there.
Hey.
oh hey man,
How you doing?
Yeah.
this dude. I mean,
I actually went and subscribed and checked him out. You know,
I want to do
he
that.
doesn't. Dudes like him are so rare anymore. Like he said, he literally saw me there and was like, "People aren't getting over. That's dangerous. So I'm just going to pull off and turn my lights on." And that it's like this is not safe. Like that's just people aren't like that anymore. Like
Poppy, put your email there. We're gonna take some shots. Big country, what you shooting?
Monk will put his email in there, Zach, and that way you can contact him if you're wanting a private chat with him. Only $19.99.
Right,
You can have a
right.
chat.
Yeah, but it's better than the rate on Dallas's wife's penis. That's real.
Yeah.
That's
No shit. Cruising dog, what's up?
Cheers.
I guess we're the only lushes in this group.
No, I have mine.
Well, hit it.
I put him in that bag in the
Salud.
She's shooting
your
for
makeup
that.
bag.
What?
Can you hand me that bag?
Basil might be too good to shoot. That I like
Is it
basil.
basil or basil? I call it
I actually think it's basil. Something about the dude hated the British so much he didn't want his name pronounced the way the Brits pronounce it. So I think they say basil. So he said no, it's basil.
Basil Hayden.
Basil. Oh my gosh.
There's something about that. Like he hated the Brits so bad he didn't want his name pronounced the way they would. So I think it is basil.
Country sailing with the captain. There you go.
Or I just made that shit up.
Salty bagger. Yeah, I'm going to try to
get off the pig.
Oh, yeah. We've got the pit viper whistle pig over there.
Try and do SmokeOut Saturday.
Hey, we went looking for that pit viper whistle pig. You have to order it through the sunglass company.
Yeah. Well, or through those online liquor sellers.
Oh, okay.
Because Nick ordered it online. It was delivered to the house. It missed us by one day going to Sturgis. Otherwise, we would have had.
Dumpers. Alan said that your channel was recommended, so he subbed. There you go.
Awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, they love that.
Make sure you join Ray too.
Yeah. Did you get the glasses with it though? The sunglasses?
Yeah.
Join everybody's channel.
Well,
good people.
That didn't go right.
Whoa, hold on, baby. Come on now.
There you go.
Oh man.
So the ones that came with the bottle are the same glasses, but a white frame. But they're in the box. Like I'm so enamored with that. I'm trying to keep it all together. Like
enamored with that word of the day calendar.
Because it even came with a hard case and like the whole thing for the glasses. Like I'm like, but I did take the soft case out. I've been using it, so I guess I'm already lying about trying to keep it all together because I think the soft case.
I sent you the link, Dallas, if you wanted to jump on.
You see this comment, Monkey?
Which one?
Can't wait to tell Penny that Monkey thinks she has a penis.
It's not me. Gray said it. Gray said it.
Penis is Spanish. Is penis. That's why I heard it too. I did. Yes, Joe. He's bringing gold member.
Yeah. Hello, Rick.
Because
Keith Ray, what's up, buddy?
Hi, Keith Ray and Renee.
He's actually only bringing gold member because it matches the knife that Tom got you. That's why, isn't it?
That's already in the rig.
I don't think I can like pop those up as yours, but okay, yeah, there. That's,
you got.
I don't know if they're dropping you money or what, but
That's a fancy knife.
I want a gold knife.
Dude, you gonna go get it?
Yeah.
It's okay. It was a gift from Tom for my birthday, and it's a legit knife, but I think it was almost a joke because it's gold because a gold member. But it's now inseparable. Like I have a gold freaking stiletto style knife it's the coolest shit on earth.
Wow.
And every time you use it, people go, that motherfucker's got a gold knife. Like I swear everyone around you is like, what is that all about? With and then I go to pay for drinks and I pull this out.
This is the fanciest knife I have.
That's pretty fancy though. White knucklers are cool.
Yeah.
Here,
The handle's pretty.
I'll get it, woman.
Stumper has a habit of cutting his fingertips off, though. So
yeah, but this is my everyday carry.
Nice. I have a little.
Hi, Orlando. That's an awesome shirt.
I moved everything around. Now I can't find anything.
I have just a little old buck, in a sheath, and it's about 3 inches, and that's about it.
I would never say that out loud. Right?
I don't care. I think it doesn't matter.
It carries a little one that's about 3 inches.
So It was
It
sitting
is
right.
what
next
it
to the
is.
couch where
I
said.
didn't see it,
It
puppy.
was sitting right. It was right
Bueno,
where I said.
imagínate, I didn't see it.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Gold
Fancy.
Cruise and
It's even
Swift
got
and
gold.
huh? And then when you want to go pimpy, you're just like, oh, well, let me just open that for you. Oh,
Oh yeah.
like that's I did a gold pistol now.
Oh, great.
Oh
I
God.
tell you, guy.
I have that.
Oh.
A gold pistol?
See,
Great.
Hello, Keltfire. How are you?
No, I don't.
gold pistol, gold Harley.
Kelfire's
No.
awesome.
Except the gold bike would need to be one of those, like a Desert Eagle, right? Didn't they make a gold Desert Eagle?
Don't.
What's up, the beard?
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's cool.
Hey, Jason. How's it going, dear?
It's
Where-
all gold.
where is it? I missed it.
It's gold.
It's cool.
I don't want to show the whole thing on because
I don't
YouTube
know.
gets
Weird.
real.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
understand
you get
how
real weird
gun
about-
channels operate because there's channels that are nothing but I don't even want to say the
That's
word because
true.
YouTube is so weird. I guess
Yeah,
they
it's-
operate just on sponsors. Like
I don't know. I don't
wonder.
want to. I don't want to put it up there so anything
Anybody
can be
gets
said or
messed up.
banned or anything else. But yes, it's all accented in gold. It is black with gold accents.
I need to do that now. Is it a
Yeah,
is a padlock but with a G where the pad normally goes, or is it a different brand?
No, it's a
Yeah.
G.
Pew, pew.
The lock one, the with a
Yeah.
G. Okay.
Yeah.
Mine's 6.
Just say the
but with
number.
a G after where the K goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's it's not as playable. Like I
Yes,
love
it is.
padlocks.
No, it is
because-
100%. I can make it just like that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
you do the
They
cookies
sell-
or the-
Yeah, they sell all the barrels, the
More
releases,
things
all
to
that stuff.
spend money on.
It's the
Oh, yeah.
what's the new one? The
It
PX.
is DDK. It's weird.
Hey, Kelfire. How you
I'm a
doing,
total victim of what everyone says is awesome, so I just bought it and don't even remember what it is. I carry it and I love the damn thing. It's
What's
the
the
new
number?
PX, the new subcompact.
A wireless hole punch.
The hell?
It does. It identifies
Hey, Rich
as
Fury?
a wireless hole puncher.
A wireless hole puncher. That's what it is. There you go.
Yeah, that's what flipping the blue mule just said. That's awesome.
I like that.
I like the guy Nick, the knives by Nick out of Texas. He makes some pretty good knives.
P365. Fact I got it. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, 365. Oh,
It's the one that has the
Who's in
night
Dallas
sights.
Fort Worth. What's up?
Lone
Who's
Cowboy
in Dallas Fort Worth?
lock up
Hold
his
on, we
stuff.
lost something.
what are you looking at?
Somebody Keith said Dallas Fort Worth. What's up?
Who's
He may be talking to some. I don't. Keith, are you talking to somebody in the side? Or are you referring to?
We will be
He's
in
just-
DFW for almost 10 days.
And then I think he's.
8 days.
And then he's coming to Richmond, ain't he?
He's going to try to get to Dallas's Henry Horton if he can get parking
Okay.
somewhere.
What did
Okay.
we miss?
Big Country's comment. Who wants to be
Oh.
a test dummy on a high-speed train? Because there's been accidents. Like I ride the Brightline from Palm Beach to Miami all the time, which actually doesn't make sense at all. Because once I take the Brightline, and then I have to take a 30-minute Uber to the airport. But
Yeah.
Cruiser, yeah, he has an advance seat. When's that coming
I
out?
was gonna say, yeah, he's already got that. Don't you?
they're going to manufacture 500 of them
We have it on the
before they put them on the website. That's the way. God love Alan. Like everything he does is like, well, I can't do it until it's on the site. I'm like, put it on the site, call it a pre-order, whatever. Like, he's like, no, until I have 500 on hand, I will not put it on the site because I don't want anyone to be disappointed by that. And he wants 500 on hand. He wants half of those in LA and half in the other, whatever, man. So it was going to take 60 days as of Sturgis. So it's probably 6 weeks out, but that seat's phenomenal. And I know I'm biased and everything, but if you like Corbin's and you like to be low and you like to be all the way back, I love it. I love that seat. It's cool.
I would too. I like that too. I'm a tall feller, and
My
my
only-
Mustang.
Oh, sorry.
I'm like way above the shield still. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I wanna be
and
down in
it's
the
so,
bike.
but it's comfortable now. But it's thick. Yeah, I want to be down. I want to be almost sitting on the frame. I mean,
Yeah.
See,
Well, you
I
are.
rode, you had it
Yeah.
on my bike when I went out one weekend, and I like it, but I like being a little closer to the tank.
Yeah.
I don't like being as
There's
far
going to
Not
be a
maybe.
non-Pro Monkey
Yeah.
version. There's going to be a version that's farther forward and higher up, like they normally are. But
Yeah.
the pan, when we did it, the pan is so low, you have to remove the bracket. So when you take the seat off on a modern Harley touring bike, you know, there's those thumb screws where
Yeah.
you normally would put a one-piece seat, and it's also where you attach the backrest. You have to remove the bracket. That's how low down the pan is on the frame and the fender. So you can if you like a solo seat, you're not going to like that because it's not going to work. It's too much trouble to put that back. But yeah. So my only complaint, it's not a complaint, is that if you have a stretch tank like I do, the Pro Monkey seat is narrow in the front, as it needs to be if you're down low like that. So the stretch tank, there's a gap between the seat and the tank that there isn't on most. It's only about.
It's only
It's like a quarter inch.
Notice.
Yeah, I mean, everyone else probably goes, I know what you're talking about, but it's like a quarter inch where normally the
I
seat.
do because Dan has the Advent Black gas, the stretch tank thing.
Yes. So if
And
you
I
use
sat
the
on it,
seat,
and
there'd be a gap
yes.
between there, whereas
And
on the regular one, it's closed up on it. So
yes, DDK, he has that, and he's like a couple of weeks ago, he's like, "Here, sit on it, man." And I sat on it, and I noticed the way and he said, you know, you got to get used to it because the way that tank is, the stretch tank is a little wider. You know what I mean? So it actually hit my legs on the inside, and I was like, man, I don't know about that feeling. So having a seat that's down and back would be excellent with the way that stretch tank is because, you know, like you said, you have to get used to it because it is bigger. It does stick out a little bit.
You don't notice it after the stretch tank. I mean, it's weird at first, and then you don't even notice the difference. But at first, you're like, the tank is hitting your thighs where it normally doesn't because the tank is stretched and wider and coming out like that. But
yeah, Tex says hello from down under.
Hey,
hello,
Jack,
hello.
how's it going, dear?
But yeah, the Pro Monkey seat, there's about a quarter inch gap between the stretch tanks and the seat, which it's probably one of those things that no one else would give a shit about, but I notice it.
Ray's right though, that the stretch tank, I'm still not used to because we were thinking actually up until recently that I was going to put the Grinch's body on my bike, just to change the color because you know we can never be satisfied with what we have.
They're all Legos.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And it just really hits you right, especially if you're thick thighs save lives. So it kind of gets you right there, and then I ride in heels. But if you're
so do I though.
Well, I don't ride in heels, but I got thick thighs.
Stilettos or nothing.
If you're any shorter, I'm about 5'8", maybe 5'9" on a particularly confident day. But if you're any shorter than that, the stretch
you
tank,
grow with confidence.
Absolutely, don't you guys?
Well, we do, but it doesn't make us taller.
But it will make it uncomfortable to you to be flat footed if you with the stretch tank because it does just pull you out a little. But it looks good. I mean. Get
the floorboard relocation, get moves the mountain forward. So, country, she's got that.
Yeah.
We had to do it. Why do we have to do that?
The pipe, the side, the exhaust on we had that side exhaust. I used to have the tabs, and when we switched the exhaust,
the Trask pipe,
the Trask nasty.
I had to relocate the boards out and forward, otherwise the board was hitting the pipe.
Yeah.
But I like that relocation kit. I want that. I've done the out, but I've never done the out and forward. It's cool. I want that.
Yeah. But again,
it's not
because your heels slip into that.
Yeah,
side.
my heels. Yeah, I got to get my heels.
Where does it compare to a Saddleman? If you would like to answer that, he says.
The Saddleman is wider at the back pan. It's a lot higher. So Advans, I would say, is a ½ inch lower and a little further back. The standard seat, and then mine is a whole other inch lower than that, and a whole other inch further back. So it's all the way down. It's far back and down as you can go. And still have 1.5 inch high density foam. Otherwise, you'd be sitting on the pan. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's you can't. There's no place to go further than what the one we did. But if I used to ride in Corbin's years ago. I like firm seats actually, and I'm like, it's fine. Everyone's like, you're crazy. It's too hard. I'm like, it's fine. But you got to tell everybody if you don't like a firm seat, if you ever ridden on a Corbin, you're not going to like that. But when we first did it, I rode 200 miles on it and said that was not bad. Then we went to Sturgis with it, and I was like, I'll run down the days we're only going to do like 100 miles. And then the last day after she was gone, I knew I was going to do between 200 and 300, and I just ditched the Raptor and put the Pro Monkey seat on it, and I rode all day on it. So I don't know that I would even say that you couldn't do decent distance on it.
I think it's just what you're willing to do.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's where I want to be. So there's that that intersection between how soft you want and where you want to be on the bike. And if you want to be all the way down, all the way back, then you know.
The Frogzilla was asking Mrs. Thumper, how was the transition to a lowrider S?
Ooh,
It was smooth. It was good. I love it. I mean, it's it feels way smoother.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And newer.
Well, because you didn't even go twin cam. You went from an Evolution to a Milwaukee 8, which is like
yeah.
That's a big jump.
Yeah, no, it's great. I love it. It's it does. Thumper even said he came back from riding and he's like, it's like your Ducati 1200 Monster. And I was like, I wasn't gonna say anything, but yeah,
it rides just like that Ducati 1200 Monster. If you've ever ridden one, it rides identical. Even with the stock exhaust, it has the same bubble spitting sound.
Yeah, I've got to work on the exhaust.
It sounds like it's winding up.
It's Jetsons. It's a Jetsons bike.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I'm not questioning your choice. I'm literally just like, what's your opinion? Why not the ST?
Okay, so I really don't. I didn't want a fairing, and I didn't really want hard. Contradict. I didn't want those hard bags. I want the old FXR Police hard bags with the cage. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It was just I wanted it to be clean, slim.
What's up, Hog Egg Bill?
And then I'm gonna do a Memphis fairing.
Memphis Shade
fairing.
Well, there's another company that has a fairing that fits that bike. If you would
smaller, or is it like the S?
It's like a T-bag fairing.
It's like the ST.
Yeah, it's like the ST.
Oh, you want a mini fairing. You want the little
right. You want the little Memphis Shade.
I mean,
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be.
So Advan makes one that is. The shape is cooler than Harley's. That's an ST fairing, but they made sure, which I think this is hilarious when their engineers go like this. They're like, yeah, no, it's ours. It's a different shape. It's been changed, but we tested it. I'll be damned. The Rockford speaker fits it just perfectly. Like it's engineered where you can put that Rockford ST stereo into their fairing, but it's not the same shape. You know, like. But they did do the dash. It's crazy how that stuff works out.
Love you, Kelfire. Kelfire and I send each other constant empowering little clips and stuff all the time.
Yeah, Tom and I do that too. Yeah.
Do you? Do you guys? Oh, that's so sweet.
We send empowering little notes.
I sent to her and to Heather Callan, and we're constantly. I'm like, we gotta, Where Tom's like, where? Who? Where'd they go?
Hello, Gremlin. What's up, buddy? Gremlin's going to be there as well. Gremlin, I think he's going to be coming and staying with what was that guy's name? He's staying with who are you staying with, Gremlin?
Sandman.
Sandman. That's right, Sandman. Yeah. Okay. See, I haven't got to meet him yet either, our Gremlin. So
well, he invited us all to Beef Shoulder Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Sandman knows.
Sandman's doing a whole butt. He kept saying, I was like, I like a whole butt. We're doing it all together. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean,
we're all going to get together and do a big old butt.
Oh, dear.
So Country's working on a 23 Street Glide special.
What do you haven't done?
That'd be fun.
Oh.
I'm a freaking addict, man. I'm like, I want more bikes to work on. Give me more bikes.
Hey, Keith, how's it going?
I sent him that link over an hour ago.
Country or Keith?
Keith.
I don't know Country, but I'd send it to him if he'd want it.
I'm drunk on olive oil.
Olive oil?
That's what
means you're well lubricated.
That's right.
Well, the last time when you guys were doing shots, I showed Monkey my olive. I was like, hey, this is what I'm drinking. I don't know if you can see it, but you guys are on the big screen too. So.
Oh,
look at the nightclub he lives in.
I know. Look at that fancy. What is your rig again? I can't remember.
Looks like Trump Tower.
It's a Newmar Mountaineer.
Yeah.
Wow. He's a Newmar. He can only be on with us for a couple minutes, and then
that tells me, and that doesn't tell me nothing.
He's wearing a yellow shirt too.
Are you a hamster? We didn't know.
We'll see. I'm flipped
He's
around.
filming it with us.
Yes.
It's like the what did we just watch? We watched Matt's RV reviews.
Oh yeah, it was the.
It wasn't a Tiffin.
No, it wasn't a new.
It wasn't. It was another like tag axle diesel pusher monster. And the funny thing is, I watched so many RV reviews on his channel. I called the price of that rig by $5,000. I was only off by $5,000.
Did it?
Watch so many of those.
Did it have a prime pooping position?
It
Yes.
did. Well, the back bathroom did. The mid bathroom didn't. You know, like
It did not pass.
That's a no-go.
He gets me with that first little jump at his intro.
I
laugh
my
every
gosh.
time. I love
think
that he knows.
Poor Matt. He needs more energy. That's his problem.
Yeah.
It's a lack
Yeah,
of energy.
The funny thing is, like, I love that he knows damn well that he's a goofy looking little bastard, and like he goes with it. You know, like I love that he's got that. Like, screw it. Like, you know. Like,
Yeah.
And how
But
he
he
landed that woman as his wife is beyond me. I don't know how that happened.
Same way Thumper did, the same way Tom did, and Ray, and the same way all you guys
Hey.
did.
There's not a lack of personality in this group. Well,
But I'm telling you, Matt must be packing heat. I'm just saying, like, for him to get that woman as his wife, like,
Hold on.
well, you got a gold knife. He's got a gold AK-47.
yeah, or something like.
Hoghead.
Speaking of gold member,
writing needles,
Yeah.
and he gave us an incredible bottle of the Canadian maple
Whiskey. Well, there's the maple whiskey and some
a
legit whiskey.
So I had to say, and he's the one that took that picture, and Bert was like, "Did he take that with the flip phone?" It was the only picture we get. We never have anybody taking pictures. So thank you, Hoghead. It's good to see
Anybody
you.
know of a decent glue for your grips, Monkey?
There used to be hairspray.
Yeah.
But are they so loose that you need like glue? Because they may not be the right grip.
You're right, Killfire.
He's on a trike.
Trim the collar to get them to fit. Trim the collar.
Can't you just move the controls in?
That's what I thought.
But no, back in the day, you would spray the inside of the grip with hairspray, and they would slide right on, and that was enough adhesive to hold them.
Oh.
You didn't need.
yeah, I was about to say, it wasn't much with rubber.
Yeah.
If it's not like is it that he's not getting it all the way in?
What's Tom doing?
What was going on there? What was happening with the?
I'm just saying is it not sliding all the way in?
It's not going all the way in.
I can't with these guys.
He just ketchup bottled on camera for us for some reason.
Yeah.
That's Matt's problem. It doesn't go all the way in. That's why he's got that wife.
Or it's too bad when it goes all the way in too soon. Then it's like a
That's
real
right.
problem. And like that's all there was.
I'm gonna change
Hello.
Big Country's talking with Moonshine about working on his bike.
Hey,
Thank you, Eagle.
Hey,
Hello, Tim.
What is it? Is that okay to? So there's equal camps that are like fanatics and equal camps that say never on that certain place that does those. I don't have any knowledge. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Like
Some people hate Moonshine.
some people hate moonshine. I don't know. I just don't know because I'm a reliability guy.
I'm a drinker, so I like moonshine. I mean,
Tom's got his hands up. What's going on there?
No, I don't know. I don't get into that. I like something that's going to go the distance. His
Tom,
volume.
We don't hear you.
Tom's doing Marcel Marceau.
Marco.
No sound.
No sound. You got yourself muted there, bud.
That was Lynn. She did it on purpose and then she left. You see?
Well, yeah, she did it. She hit mute and walked out the door.
She muted him. And left.
Let me see if it worked.
So
I can't talk
and
to
I'm not shit talking because I don't have a dog in this fight, but it seems like there's like those that are like it's the greatest thing ever, and then there's those that are like never, and I just don't.
Kelpfire says we're neighbors.
All right, Doc. Have a good one, buddy.
Tim just purchased a two-tone tour pack with an AV Raptor with an Advan Raptor seat. Campfire review on the pack. Any thoughts? Well, yeah, we
Just purchased Advan Black Rushmore two-tone tour pack with Advan Black Raptor C.
Well, we have the
Can't
Raptor
find a
seat.
review on the two-tone tour pack.
Well, if you bought it, a review's not going to help you now.
What do you mean by review?
You guys must be reading comments on your chat.
You're the review.
No, they're in here.
I didn't see it.
It's up a little way.
She's probably back 10 minutes, knowing the way. Yeah.
Oh.
Look at this. That was 20 minutes ago that was
Oh,
We
commented.
okay.
take the time to comment. We take the time to respond.
Tom had to go find a flashlight.
Yeah.
For the
So
Blair
Tim,
Witch.
the pack is OEM quality. I've had a bunch of them, obviously, and they're the same as every OEM pack I've ever
Good
had.
night, Doc.
As far as the paint, I mean, if they do black and orange and the sueño and stuff, I'm sure they can knock out a two-tone paint job pretty well. Like I wouldn't think that would be difficult, but DDK's got the amber whiskey and black, doesn't he?
Yes.
Any complaints there? Or?
No, he loves it. I mean,
his bike looks good.
It does. It's short. I mean,
he says
I don't think he has any complaints.
Still in talks, though. Nothing committed to yet. I'm just going off of references.
So
I don't know
all
anything about performance.
I'm all about, and it's just preference. It doesn't mean anybody's right, wrong, whatever. But I want that summit to start every time and go as far as I want it to go without a problem. And I feel like if you chase numbers, again, you're back to that pie chart, whatever chart thing, where as soon as you chase numbers, you go down and the whole summit's going to start every time thing. And do you? I think, you know, a crate 131 gives you 135 horse, 145 pounds of torque. Do you need more than that?
Not me. I mean, I'd like to I want liability. I want to go out, and if I want to ride it to Florida or wherever, I can do that.
Yeah.
I want
horsepower.
I like fast bikes, but
yeah.
I was about to say, for like to Monkey's point, like for me, so we have a Jeep, you know, but so we tow the bike on my platform, and then we tow the Jeep. But my wife has the Jeep for work. My bike is my daily driver. That thing, and I have a 131. It's a 143, 147 numbers, and I could chase a little bit more, but I'm like Monkey, man. That thing's got to go. I can't have that thing sitting in the shop.
Yeah, but you just bought a cam, right?
I did. I bought a cycle. Well, I
was just about to say, like,
Rhino
Rhino,
M512.
Where's Rhino? Rhino's in Middle Florida. Rhino Motorsports. They're in Orlando, and I gotta love a tuner that says like all you need to do is this, because I think some of those guys are trying to drive the bill up, right? Like sometimes like, oh, you got to change it for this, that, and the other. So Rhino just bought a 135 crate and put a cam in it. It was an S&S 5 something. And they were like, that sumbitch is going to be all the motor you could ever possibly want on this earth. It's a 135 crate motor, and they just took out the EPA compliant cam and put in the S&S whatever, and they were like, I think it was 160, 170. It was one of those crazy numbers kind of motors, and they're like, and it's going to run every time.
Yeah. The stuff I spent a bunch of money on was all the stuff to bulletproof the motor as much as I could. Like I've got the Man of War stuff. I've got S&S. I've got fueling. You know, I mean, like I said, I just want. I went with the Recluse clutch, so I just want the thing. Like I said, I don't want to grenade on me. You know.
Sure. I do,
but yeah, to Thumper's point, though, I am putting a Cyclorama 512 cam in it to see. But you know, like I said, I want to stay belt drive. I don't want to go to chain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that's kind of my threshold. Like once they say, "Oh, well, you need to probably think about going to chain," then I'm gonna be like,
Bill.
Bill says, "My bikes are all 70 horse or less."
And they look a lot cooler.
But those bikes are like seen.
He ain't in no hurry.
Wait, so if it's 70, it's either a stock 2023 Harley or it's a 1970s Honda. Which is it?
He's custom chopper.
He's got one. His Cowie is a 680cc, Triumph clone, but it's a chopper that he builds. And his new bike is a divorced Ironhead that he actually machined the lower engine casing to where there is no flange. Like it looks like it takes bike experts a few seconds to go, holy shit, that's not a shovel. Like, it takes a while to figure it out. But
the best thing to do is walk through, and that's why I'm so upset I'm missing.
Oh, it's a Yamaha.
It's a Yamaha.
Tell me it's a Yamaha, not a Cowie, the green bike.
Is to walk through a bike show with Bill.
It's a gold wing.
What makes this bike better than this one? He's like, look at this and look at this and this braid and that thing and this. And I was sitting there looking at stuff that I never would have noticed otherwise. So to walk a show with an eye like that is amazing. But
Bill didn't even make his own tires. So can he really call himself?
Oh, come on.
I mean,
what a
right? He didn't refine his own motor oil. Come on. If
you're not going to the islands and sourcing the rubber from the rubber trees, I mean, what are
I
you
didn't
really?
see an oil drill in his backyard for the motor oil. I mean, come on.
No, but to your point though, there is talking about grass. The cool line trumps the horsepower line. At some point, like once the cool factor's to a certain level, it doesn't matter if you've got 150 or 70 horsepower if it's cool.
Yeah.
Unless you're talking about dude to dude or dude to girl.
I'm not riding it to be cool though. I'm riding it
The
because I
average,
enjoy
girl,
riding.
not the Mrs. Monkey or the Mrs. Thumper or the Lynn. Not those. I'm talking about if you're trying to pull tail, a knucklehead ain't gonna get it. You know what I mean? Like the average, like you're trying to get that girl. She walks by and she's like, that bike's old or oily and gross. It's like that's a freaking knucklehead. She's gonna see the gold.
You'll say you're a knucklehead.
You're like shut up and sit on the fender.
The girl that likes the knucklehead is the girl that I want to talk to.
Absolutely
I don't want to
true.
talk to the girl that doesn't like the
But that
knucklehead.
girl is 1 in 35,000, and if you're on Instagram, there's none. Like,
Yeah, but Monkey, I'm not trying to pull tail. My wife's already pissed off at me because she had a dream I was cheating on her last night. So
You're thinking of coming to the South too much. Stop that.
I'm like, you do realize it was in your imagination. I'm like, gee whiz.
That's her.
You know what you said to me last night in a dream, you bastard?
Exactly.
Son of a bitch.
That was just hurtful.
I will take. I'm happy with the motor.
Boring
line.
fisherman,
I
what's
think
up?
that is stage 2. I'm happy with that. At some point I may eventually go back to the exhaust, to the tab, the 50 cals with the zombies. I still like the sound of those more. And the side exhaust is a little hot. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I was gonna tell her the other day. As soon as Advan's got all the boy racer shit done,
Yeah.
I think she's gonna want to go that way. I think
Yeah, she want to go performance.
It's gonna be candy carbon fiber. So you're gonna be able to get like whatever color candy you want over a carbon fiber body, except for the neat cut tank and the whole like go all in kind of shit. And I think and it's all gonna be wild, it's all gonna be colorful. And this is a Miami girl, born and raised, and she's
La Vida Loca. Is she La Vida Loca?
Can't wait to see that.
Cocaine cowboys like me and Thumper were talking about.
Coyote.
What?
So-
just because we knew them doesn't mean we were involved with that kind of. No.
Her father told me a story about being at a nightclub one night. He had been at meetings all day, so he had his like tie and like trench coat on. And he said, I walked into the bathroom to use the urinal, and everyone flushed $50,000 for cocaine. He's like, I just walked in the bathroom, and everyone was like, "There's a narc! There's a narc!" Like,
So
It's a
Big
damn
Country
fad.
says, passenger pegs down, huh?
Came home with the passenger pegs down.
Look,
Yeah.
so I ride a Cholo, so my passenger pegs are always down because they don't look cool folded up because they look like stock ass floorboards.
Yeah.
Down, you see the custom floorboard. So I always ride with them down. I ride a green bike.
What was the other superstition?
Yeah, I don't know if the guy's dead or not because I
Got a
bought it
bell on it?
used. Every superstition I have, except
You
the
have a
Gremlin
bell
bell.
on it?
I do have a Gremlin
Okay.
bell.
Do you have a bell on?
I have one from a
Not
friend,
mine.
and then I have one from her, and they're both on my bike.
I don't.
So now that we're just clear, Thumper, Mrs. Thumper is not your friend. You got one from her and one from a friend.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
well,
Yeah.
gold member, I guarantee that somebody's dead along the line of somebody who owned that thing. The bell that's on it's not mine; it's the previous owner's.
They died just waiting for that thing to get there because it's not fast. It's
The left floorboard falls down whenever the bike's running because it shakes so much. So there's no way to have that up. It just falls down. Only the left one though.
I think
and
it
then-
looks like just
and
something
it's
missing.
well, gold is not green. So.
If they're folded up, if you have big floorboards on there, if you have the big square floorboards on the back, I think it looks like something's missing if they're folded up. You got a gap underneath it, and I don't know. I leave mine up because my wife only rides like twice a year. So
See,
Mine's got
See, that's-
floorboards that shouldn't actually. I found out that bike had rubber pegs when it first came out, so I had to trace down the original factory mounts
There you go, fact
for you to put
Exactly.
rubber pegs on it because the left side pipe comes down and goes above the primary and then it looks like somebody made it in their garage, but that's actually the factory head pipe. And there's only one floorboard mount that fits that, and I had to find it. Dennis Kirk actually had it, but it was like an old repop. But I don't have. You can't buy stock rubber Harley rear pegs. Like everything's got freaking spikes and little sparkly things.
Special.
On it. You can't find a rubber peg, and anything I put on that bike, I want it to look like stock. You know, like
the rain gear superstition. Yeah, if you bring your rain gear, it won't rain.
Yeah,
that's why
it never does. Yeah,
it's exactly why I bring it.
Yeah.
Except if you're the thumpers.
Yeah, because we always have it and it rains constantly.
But see, it was my fault because I left my rain gear here at home. That's why we got soaking wet the whole time. And if I had brought it, it wouldn't have rained. But
it's naked. She's soaking wet. She's naked. We've all heard that song.
Gremlin
says So is there a Bill says or Hog Bill? He says there's a superstition about buying a bike from a guy who crippled himself, and that's why he got rid of it.
So he crippled himself on the bike?
Yeah.
I would think there's bad mojo there, but I mean, there's a bike in my family that's broken the arm of every person that's owned it. It's been through it's a dual sport. It's an old Yamaha dual sport. My brother-in-law has it now. But like his cousin first bought it, then his brother's other brother, my brother-in-law. It's broken the arm of every dude that's ever owned it. Just the arm.
Tom, your bike is just stock, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just factory. Okay, so is mine.
Right.
Ray,
I would say this. What if it's not a bike that crippled you, but a woman? Should you?
Well, you shouldn't take that woman off his hands. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, leave her alone.
Yeah.
Well, you heard the story about the Latin women. The guy that we met who had a Cuban wife. That was not good. What did she do?
Oh.
She caved in his tank.
Yeah, we were at a biker bar in St.
Wait,
Louis.
his taint or his tank?
Tank.
Okay.
That sounds like something I would say.
Alex's wife has a penis, and this guy caved in somebody's tank, and it was bad. So we were at Cadillac Jack's in St. Louis.
She missed by that much.
Yeah, it was close, but anyway.
That's a big ass tank. I don't know.
That thing took a pounding. Let me tell you. So
you are really bowling doing the.
She was the only Cuban in St. Louis, I thought. And we were at the bar, and this guy walks up to me. We're just hanging out at the bar. This guy walks up to me. He was huge. Looked like he had just killed 12 people. And he's like, "Is that your old lady?" And I'm like, "Oh, shit." I'm like, "Yeah." It's like something. And her road name in St. Louis was Cuban because she was the only one. So he saw on her cut Cuban's road name and says, "Is she Cuban?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Come with me." I'm like, "Ah, damn it." That's when they bring you around the back of the bar, beat your ass. So we go out in the parking lot, and there is a probably 25-year-old, nice old fat boy. But the tank is caved in. Like, just somebody's taking a 4-pound sledge to it. Just, pow. With, in yellow paint marker, "crazy bitch" written all around the dents. And he just looks at me and goes, "My wife's Cuban too." I cracked up laughing. He was like, "You better watch him."
Then what did you do? You cracked up and then you turned to me. You wouldn't hurt my bike, would you? No.
Country. She came in like a wrecking ball.
Dude fell in the driveway and died, said Jeff. Jesus.
Dude, what?
Dude fell in driveway and died on the bike?
Fell out of a crane, though.
Where do you see that?
Well, no. Hoghead says fell out of a crane. Jeff says dude fell in the driveway and died. We're mixing stories.
How many times did the guy fall?
Well, if he fell out of a crane into a driveway,
he hit his head.
It's not the Harley's fault.
So many questions.
Yeah,
why was there a crane in the driveway?
That's fine.
Right.
The bike's fine. It's totally fine.
Unless the Harley was like a Christine situation, Stephen King.
Right.
I don't think Brent.
I'm gonna have. Was it a '57 Plymouth Fury? I'm gonna have one. Before I die, I'm gonna have a Christine. That was my favorite movie as a kid.
I think, and you got to put remote start on it, and just like every once in a while.
And it starts blasting, keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Like when you press the button.
My my aunt.
Oh,
She's
everyone
jealous.
behave.
Hi, Thea.
We just got home from church. It was a very religious experience.
It was a
and
very nice
It was
sermon.
wonderful service.
John 3:16 we learned about.
Ray just right in there, like
That was good, Ray. That is quick. The man has covered up a story or two in his life.
and amen. Okay, now we can move on to the next.
We'll be passing the plate.
Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
So, what kind of grill do you have, Monk,
Grill?
for your RV? Do you bring a grill for your smoke?
Look, I'm not Tom. All right, now you have to understand.
Tom is a connoisseur of.
But he's not going to be in his RV.
No, but he's already going. Like, can I bring my grill? I'm like, you can bring wherever you want to bring. Like, it's fine. He is the
Tom,
camp
I have
chef.
a brand new Blackstone.
You can
I have a brand new, not even unboxed yet.
I have this
You
past
haven't
year.
seasoned it.
I have the
I knew
seasoning.
You can do it.
I have the seasoning.
I have deer meat in the freezer from this past fall, like professionally,
How are you gonna
done.
keep it dry, wet or
Wet.
I put it in a cooler and put it in my
Keep
tour
it wet.
pack.
Make sure you keep it wet.
I'll put.
How do you
I'll
keep
let-
it wet?
Here.
He pulled in the smoke out with it on his windshield on his bike. Like, I don't know. They said keep it wet. I don't know what's going on.
With an ice bag and it's melting, smacking me in the face.
Blood spraying, Ray.
I will put a small cooler in my
You
tour
always
pack
want
with
wet
ice
taco.
in it. And it's I'll bring the ground if you want. And
Tom,
you can make some killer tacos or however you want to do it.
How
I
long will that
bet
hold
you-
in the freezer?
the only
Do what?
way Blackstone will ever be used is if you show up and use it. It has been in the box for 3 months. We have lugged it around in the bottom of
They
our
told us that.
I know, but damn.
Tom uses a level. He actually uses a level when he sets up this Blackstone.
I have a table. I have a
Well,
level.
I
You got
figured-
sugar packets. You got sugar packets to
And it's
adjust.
all in the box.
Oh my gosh.
And he's
Yeah,
also the camp bartender. So I've already texted him and I said, Bud, you're in more of a basic experience than I think you're used to. Is there anything you'd like to bring? Because Tom's like, would you like a macadamia nut old fashioned or perhaps one that's this? And he'll go in and he'll come out with the best cocktail you've ever had in your life from
All right,
his camper. Me, I'm like, would you like Jim Beam bourbon in your Coke or perhaps Jack Daniels? Like what, like.
So you.
That's the only
definitely
thing
gotta
I asked.
stop by his house. It can't be a roadside kidnapping. You've got to go to his house.
No,
And then-
put some pantyhose
Well,
on your head.
I-
And,
Get in there.
I travel well. I'm a high class hillbilly.
Well,
Film it, though.
I texted Lynn and I said, Lynn, let Tom know I have Dove body wash for sensitive skin, men's body wash, and then I have Pantene for your hair, but he can't use it. Pantene.
But that's not how it went down. Tell them what you said today.
I
Tell
said
them all.
I just said I had.
That's not what you said.
I said
No.
I had shampoo for Tom.
No, yeah, we're driving back from the rig,
Just
and
for
she
Tom.
goes, there's body wash in there, and there's shampoo for him. I'm
Uh,
like, why did you have to say for him? Like, why was that? Why did you have to say the word? You could have
well,
just
you
said,
only need baby oil.
could
I
have
mean,
just said, and there's
A
shampoo.
little boot
But she
polish.
has to say, and there's shampoo for Tom. You bald fat bastard. That's what I heard. Like, she could have, why for
Yeah.
him?
If she wasn't trying to be hurtful, that would have gone without being said.
See, I could have just said, and there's shampoo.
see, Bill says
Yeah.
Tom does
But
have a
not for
grand
you.
design.
Well, Keith, in y'all's defense, the shampoo is a waste of money for y'all.
Look, there is a blow dryer.
I still have
in the-
shampoo from 3 years ago, so I'm covered.
Oh,
Tom,
you know
if
what I
need
remembered
to
are in there?
design-
The Care Bear costumes are in there.
No, Tom, we have to wear the camera up
Oh shit!
and ride the shovel head through the campground.
Wait.
There's probably
Uh,
not that much alcohol in that.
This turned into a
Oh, wait,
furry
I think
convention.
that's gonna happen totally.
But
Yeah.
I'll be
this
on
is-
the shovel head that has a nicely enclosed chain. Tom's got that one whirling right under his left side. That'll just take the,
I think just one of you needs to be on a motorcycle. The other one needs to be running behind. Just
Pushing.
Just on a piece of cardboard with a rope attached, and that's it.
Yes. A
Hey, that's
wakeboard.
what we
Get
did
a
last year.
wakeboard from work.
There you
Please
go.
get a wakeboard from work.
Maybe a sign that just says "just the tip," just like.
There should be no spooning involved. I'm just putting that out there.
Bill said Tom does have a
You're
grand
not there to stop
design.
us, Lynn. You're not there to stop us. He's mine for the weekend. I'm gonna do what I want. That's a pretty little man you got right there. I'm just
No judgment.
Wait
It's a
till he meets
judgment-free
me.
zone.
We're gonna pass him like a joint.
Yeah.
He's like, never mind. I'm not going. I'm not going.
Grab your toes and squeal like a pig.
It started to remind me of that Eddie Murphy album.
He is-
Mighty fine them jeans, boy.
I mean,
That
Tom
mouth
is from
sure do
Deliverance
look pretty.
Country.
This will
I
just
mean-
make a little.
I mean, Tom is from Deliverance Country, guys. Come on. I mean,
Look. You don't have hair like that, and you don't expect a little something, you know, from the fellas.
Well, we have
I'm just-
shampoo for him.
You look, it comes with the territory.
And
No,
Dove body
to watch
wash.
the cameras.
That's why you think me. You think me and Monkey are like this because we want? No, we shave because we're too pretty otherwise.
Right.
No,
Right.
You know, look, I get
We don't
it.
want the
brain
we don't want the
power
hassle.
creates so much heat. I have to
you,
get rid
you
of
just don't want the backside mullet. Let's just put
It shoved the
that way.
follicles right out.
That's
That's
it.
what it is.
It did. Cooked it right out of my head.
Oh my God.
I was laughing today saying if only we were real like
Bikers.
I was dying laughing going like how awesome if only we were that took me a minute. But if we could do a video where we're like walking through the smokeout pretending like it's a serious commercial about smokeout as being like an intellectual but have some jerk behind us doing
Good
a
night,
burnout,
Tex.
falling off a bike, doing a weenie bike. Like I was rolling laughing, like I could break out the whole radio announcer's voice, like here at the Smokeout Institute for Excellence, with like walking like and have some idiot like falling off a motorcycle behind you, like that would be fun.
Yeah, the race
That'd
back.
be fun.
I think we could find a cinematographer there. I mean, there's plenty of like wannabe ones, but probably a couple professionals that we could have
It
film
would be
that.
funny if you just get somebody here, hold this camera, just do that. It would just.
Oh, they'll
all the
they'll be
fun-
professionals.
Oh yeah, there will be some.
It's fun. I mean, the one of the things I love about it is that when you say like the real cinematographer types, they really aren't there. Like that's really not the crowd. Like there's no, there are no influencers at Smokeout. Like
I meant like Jace because I think he's going to be there. Fast Life, Jace.
Oh, I don't think he's going to be there. Are they going?
Yeah,
I don't know who that is.
FXR tour,
I thought
think.
this was going to be like Burning Man.
Well, didn't you say? Hey, look here. By God, they're having trouble out there. They're having to ship people out because it's so muddy and so deep and
I think
it's
it's
miserable.
hilarious.
Yeah, I do too.
Californians stuck in mud. I don't care.
Yeah,
Like,
they are. They're all just miserable.
Yeah. Yeah, the Marine, our buddies, they've had there was a little bit of
Good night, Dallas.
I don't know if they're all going to be there this year.
Some will.
Some will, but there were some things going on.
There was there was a
tell.
recent accident, unfortunately. So I don't know if the whole crew will be there, but I know some will. But yeah, I'm just going to show up and be thankful for any of that crew that's there.
Yeah,
you know, like, so.
they had a rough time.
But no, fact like so if you, I'm sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
No, Jay said I feel attacked, Mrs. Thumper. I was trying to figure out why. What did I miss? What did I do?
You called him a cinematographer.
Yeah.
How dare you, sir?
Flying right.
Christine was a 58 Plymouth Fury.
It was a 58. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew it was a Plymouth Fury. I thought it was 57, but yeah. But yeah, it's
Night Dallas.
That car. If you can't say you wouldn't walk into a parking lot at a car show in there. If there was a red 58 Fury, you wouldn't just kind of walk past it looking at it like, is that some bitch going to get me as I walk by?
Yeah, exactly. That's a
snake venom. Yeah, I'm a professional videographer.
Oh,
right.
With my phone, like shaking, and the greatest thing on earth, man. When you watch Vice Grip's show on Motor Trend, where the roadworthy rescues, so he's just him being him, and he actually has a camera crew. Can you imagine how awesome it is to just do just do the thing and not. I don't have to worry about it. Or like the
Right.
camera cracked, there's somebody doing it.
Well,
You know, like,
It's like Lance and Galen with Josh. I mean, I told Josh like 3 years ago when I met him, I was like, man, I said, Spielberg's gonna snag you, man. Like that. He did one shot when I first saw. We were out in California, and I realized I was literally our RV park was 3 miles from their place, and so I was like, well, I started going over there and just aggravating them, really. But so that's when I met him. Was
beating on the door.
Yeah. Oh no, they're just. I mean, they were super cool, man. You just, like, I mean, but anyway, I remember one of the very first scenes I ever saw, or first things I saw that he shot that blew me away. He had a drone shot on PCH on PCH1 Pacific Highway 1, where they're going over the bridge, and he shot the drone going over the bridge, and Galen and Lance are crossing going north, and I was like, holy shit, that is and I know he did a lot of post-production stuff on it too. He color corrected it, but I mean, it was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen on YouTube. It was like a professional.
that's some people's like passion is the video, the actual imagery and this, like
getting into it.
Full Throttle Hog. That's
the
what
editing.
he does. Like he's you know, to me, I could kind of. I'm not saying they're wrong. Of course, that's their thing. I just don't give a shit.
I don't either.
Really,
It doesn't garner views.
They put colored lenses and everything on their shit, you know, and
it's amazing.
and it's great. Yeah, it's good. It's good
That's his
footage.
thing, you know, like
But see, to me, the number one thing is authenticity, right? Because that if you connect with the audience, it really doesn't matter, like, if you're using bells and whistles or if you're just holding an iPhone in front of your face.
Dude, if
you connect, you connect. Yeah. So to me, like, there's a place for everything. There's a place for the high production stuff, and then there's a place for, like, Monkey in his garage freaking cussing out the guy with the leaf blower. Son of a bitch, will you stop? You know.
Where some bitch hides around the corner. He's like, here's me. He's like, oh, he's got the camera out. You know.
Yeah.
No, Hoghead Bill, just to stop just for a second. So Gremlin says the 327. I think that he meant Hoghead Bill meant 64 Impala. Hoghead Bill has a 64 Imperial.
Oh, okay.
A Chrysler Imperial, which to me is, what are we doing now? What is going on? Like,
she said we're gonna have a good night.
She's serious.
But I have like an obsession with the Imperial because it's rare and you don't see them, and the Chrysler Imperial in the 60s cost more than a Rolls Royce.
Wow.
Like that was the ultimate luxury car. So like old luxury cars is what I
Cosimodo.
Back in the day, it'd be a muscle car. Now I want vintage luxury. Is that weird? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I love that stuff. But,
yeah.
Oh, don't waste.
I want an early '60s suicide doors Lincoln convertible.
Yeah.
Black with red interior.
That's what he wants.
Oh.
Wait, you guys finished talking about the pictures? I think that all of us ladies, it cracks me up to see some of these people on the social media sites or whatever, and they all run with a camera crew, so they have these amazing pictures on the bike. I think we should do a parody of that. I think we were talking about that with Tom, with your brother and your sister-in-law. We should do that. We should do an entire parody of some of these pictures, because I'm like, how do they? I tell them all the time, they look amazing because they have a camera crew. They didn't just take their helmet off after riding.
Or just a friend that's a camera savvy person.
Yeah,
but
somebody
if
holding the camera.
All of you and all your bike, I know you didn't take the video.
Yeah,
like, you know, like, if I could see somebody else was like,
or like Tom with his 360, holding his 360. You know, I mean, that's the only way you can see the full view is a 360. I mean,
no, I mean, like, there's obviously another person with a camera.
Yeah, walking behind you.
Yeah. I just want a cool picture on the bike, which is not you.
I just think those people must not have jobs. That's all I can think.
I mean, first of all, look at them. They were at Sturgis or wherever, and they're like, "Hey, look, we're on the big screen." Yeah, because somebody's filming you. You know what I mean? I mean, the two-lane life guys.
Hey, you want a cool picture? Ride with us somewhere, and my wife will take a kick-ass picture of you
does.
And she is gifted and talented. She got
Listen.
one of Mr. and Mrs. Thumper separately.
Keith,
Yes.
half of us are wanted by the FBI, so we don't need pictures out there.
That would be awesome.
No. Hey, she'll make you look like freaking Tom Cruise in Mission
I'd love
Impossible.
Because
Well, that's
when I rode on the back when I was still a passenger, I used to love taking pictures, and the best pictures I ever took at Sturgis were from the back, obviously, because you could, you had the chance to, move around. But now that you ride a 360 cam, it's still the same picture of you. It's staring up at you like this, and it's the same view everybody has. But it would be amazing to get some really cool pics on the bike that aren't,
Bikers here.
Hey,
RV, what's up, buddy?
We got to meet him at Sturgis. He was a sweetheart.
Ed Steel Pony, nice guy.
Thank you.
I was wondering how that went.
Time at the chip. That was one of those. That was one of those dudes where I'm like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because I do love the chip. Stayed there for many years, and
Hello, Rapper
everyone who was their first time this year who was like, they would come and go, hi, it's great to meet you. We stayed at the chip because you said that's where we should stay. I'm like, no, I'm sorry.
I'm not there. Not there to party with you. Yeah.
Sorry. No, not that. It's because the rain.
Muddy.
Oh,
the
that's
rain.
bad.
It was bad.
It was Burning Man at the chip.
It was bad.
Yeah, it really was.
And they weren't letting people in because when we went to see the Buffaloes, RV told us that he had a similar experience, but they were stopping everybody and making them park in the overflow parking, so they couldn't even get into the
for sometimes
spot.
2 days.
Yeah,
they would.
So you're missing out on all that time simply because they were scared the rigs are going to get stuck in the mud.
But at the same time, though, people are all pissed off. And I'm like, you got to think like the Buffalo chip, right? So I'm going to let you in, and then you guys are going to just tear the hell out of this entire place. And then somebody's going to go down and break a leg and sue me because the road, what I mean? Like I kind of get it. I understand why.
No offense. If I make it to Sturgis, I'm not staying there anyways. I want a smaller place. I'm not with big crowds. My anxiety won't handle it.
DJ.
I'd rather go to a smaller campground and then just go visit the chip when I want to,
Yeah.
And also, if they let you in, and then the tow bill to pull out a 45-foot Class A or a freaking 40-something foot
because you're 3 foot sunk in the mud. Yeah.
Multiply that times 500.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you can afford it. You got all that trunk looking gold in your RV there.
Man, I put all my money in cabinets.
No shit. You don't understand. There's no money left.
That's right.
It's lining the inside of the cabinet. So
gold fixtures and things.
like I've seen many places. I'm not rich. I'm just irresponsible.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's it.
I just make bad choices.
Well, bad choices or bad good choices. It could go. It's 50-50. It's a big.
I think.
It's all about perspective.
I was texting with my buddy Jason, who's a vintage bike expert, who would kill me for saying that, but he is. And he was telling me about the relay problem with the FLT. He's like, I want to dig in that wiring. I want to help you figure it out because he loves that. And I go, yeah. I go, it's. I think I figured it out. I think it's working. He's like, well, it could be this, could be that. And I go, oh yeah. By the way, I think I may have bought another chopper. And he replied, he's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, that's what I do. I had no place to put it. But
this is what I tell people, Monkey. I'm special.
He's gonna put it right here. It's gonna be.
That's
I don't know, Tom. Wake up or open your eyes. His eyes always look like Alan's. They're always closed.
He's still stunned that Thumper hasn't opened up his Blackstone and he hasn't leveled it.
I know.
I asked Alan.
It's blasphemy.
It's
That's
hurting
right in his head.
It's a whole we have a whole kit too, like a breakfast kit, whatever kit. We bought all the things to go with it, all the accoutrements to go with
That's right.
The accoutrements.
You're wrong.
all the Gucci
What the hell is that?
It's funny.
Where are
It's
these
funny
Gucci
that you
mamas?
can
I wanna
rub
see these
and
Gucci
trailer
mamas.
trash at the same time. It's really amazing that you can straddle that line.
We try, we try.
It's that white trash with a little bit of cash.
Wait, hold on.
We redneck rich.
That's right.
I
There
just
you
want to
go.
make sure everybody's getting a good look at that. Ow!
Oh yeah.
Tom looks like he's straight out of the 60s.
Listen,
God damn, looks like my grandpa.
That is
like my grandpa. Wow.
That's the time machine. That's
So
I'm only-
Tom's gonna be stabbing Ray at SmokeOut.
Yeah. I told him he's going to get a trip. when he
See, I
meets
think
me, so.
Tom is this close to passing for the most interesting man in the world. I think
Oh,
he just
he
pulled that.
is. He truly
He's,
is.
he's the Dos Equis guy. For
That's
sure.
the video we need to shoot.
Yeah,
That's
wait,
really.
I don't always go to SmokeOut, but when
Yeah,
I do, I use the Thumper's Grill to make dinner for everybody.
I think you need a Dos Equis T-shirt or a Dos Equis
No, bring
shirt.
the smoking jacket.
He needs to
Bring
mix
the
him
smoking
his
jacket,
drink.
Tom.
And with
Should
it,
I
and
should I
just,
bring the smoking jacket with me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting man in the world with the cigar.
I was going to say, have your cigar and have your mixed drink. There you go. We'll shoot the video.
For sure.
I don't always insert.
Payne
my-
Sutton, hello.
I'm offensive being turned my bike.
Sorry
into
if I
a
missed
backer
any of you guys in the side chat.
Look at Tom.
Yeah.
Look at Frogzilla. Tom. Fire.
Getting
Yeah.
the rope. What are you, Dragon Killer? What are you starting with?
Yeah, right.
I mean, if you're starting with a, I don't know.
Unless you're starting with anything but no, screw it. Buy a roguelike.
Yeah, I can't imagine it.
I can't think of anything you'd start with that you could actually make a proper touring bike out of. Like, if you're my size, I'm projecting. my
yeah.
fatness.
You could make a bagger out of a Road King.
Yeah.
A Road King already is a bagger.
Yeah.
Well, a touring bagger.
Just add a fairing, yeah.
Yeah, you could. There's a.
If he's
Yamaha
talking,
Raider, dude, no.
Look, I like the Raider.
No disrespect. But
I
no.
like the Raider, but I wouldn't turn it into. No, I'd get a yeah. Either
How do you
keep it
turn
as
a
Raider
Yamaha
or
into a bagger?
No.
A Raider has too much D-rake-ish
Yeah,
shape
hold
to
on,
it.
I'll-
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's a cool bike. Old
I
man
loved
almost
it.
bought one.
Yeah.
Years ago.
Yes,
but-
RV biker. We're always traveling.
Yeah.
modifications.
We just
yeah.
travel.
Somebody
Yeah,
was
no.
asking, if you guys had sold your
It's-
place.
Oh,
No, not yet. The house
It's
is
still-
still in Claremont.
it's
It's
still
still for sale.
Yeah.
yeah, that's a fun thing.
She has the drip.
See, we've been homeless for 4 years.
She has the
that?
drip. Who's been homeless?
Me. We sold our house in New Orleans
Oh,
4 years ago, and but much like the Thumpers, now we're looking for property in Tennessee. So
there you go.
Renee wants to.
Everyone's going to Tennessee. And like everybody's going to Tennessee.
Renee
Tennessee,
said she
boy.
wants to come up. Renee wants to come off the road
Because Tennessee,
full time.
Very tax friendly.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Tennessee is great. I mean, I'm here.
great
I mean,
roads.
you need anything
yeah.
else?
Scenery, no matter, you've got any type of scenery you want there. You have all 4 seasons there. We will be leaving there come winter season because I am still a Floridian. So I
We
will
have 4
be
seasons
gone out.
here. We have
You're a
hot.
grand. You're a grand for it.
We have first summer,
We
second summer.
have 4 summers, not
Yeah. I was gonna say you have extreme,
Wet one, dry one, cooler
Mountain
one.
Dew extreme, the blast.
Low
Hey, I
blood
grew up
pressure.
I grew up in Houston, Texas, man. You don't have to tell me about 4 summers.
that's hot.
No.
Yeah.
If you live where I
Houston is
live,
the hottest place on earth.
I live on
I lived there for 20-something years, and I hated it. I despise Houston.
115 degrees with 4,000% humidity.
Exactly.
It's ungodly.
You
Not
take
for
a
me.
shower, you walk outside, you take your second shower, not voluntarily, it just happens to you. And then you take several more showers, and then you take another shower inside your home.
And terrible traffic.
At the end. Yes.
Well, every place has bad traffic these days. And when we were in California, we spent how long in traffic? 3 hours?
That's why I
well,
think that when I run for office, my platform is going to be kill 50% of people.
I don't know though. Like we were in LA, and unless
you're a
you're going like
Democrat.
down, unless you are, I'm a libertarian, Ron Paul forever. But no, unless you're going downtown LA, like we were on the north side, like closer to Simi Valley.
Mhm.
It wasn't that bad. I was on the 405 all the time, hauling ass.
We were
The
going all
40
over the place.
Yeah.
The 405 is like this the whole time on a bike though. Just, Like those expansion joints, I don't know. They made them into ramps. So
Yeah.
Bill says Tennessee doesn't have winter.
Ooh.
And
No,
then
no,
my-
not to Bill. Not to Bill. Bill
Wait,
likes
yeah.
stupid cold.
Bill's
He's got like
weird because
9
that
months
one
of
night
snow.
we were at Sturgis, it was freezing, and he's sitting there in shorts, and so was
Michigan.
this one. Yeah, short sleeves. Yeah, you
Michigan.
guys, I had 3 flannels, a long sleeve, a parka, and a balaclava on, just trying to cover my face, and he's sitting there in like a tank top and a G-string. I don't know.
I'm
It
gonna
was
get
That sounds right. Yeah, a tank top and a G-string.
G-string.
You remember that, right?
that's a good look. That's a good
Yeah.
look.
That
It's
is.
a look.
I
That's
didn't,
a
let
look,
him,
all
I didn't
right.
let him sit on our recliners though, but just he sat outside in the folding chairs, But no, he doesn't feel cold. He's weird. I don't know how he does it.
Michigan. That's how.
Yeah,
Yeah.
spring and
9
fall.
months of winter and 4 foot
Yeah, but he
deep
races
snow.
snowmobiles, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
No thanks.
He told me the other day that they had that tornado hit,
Oh.
and he was like, "I'm out here cutting wood." I go, "Don't freaking hurt yourself." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" And I go, "The man hurts himself. He's like broken his back snowmobiling. He builds a chopper, breaks his ankle starting it. Like, stop with the freaking injuries." Like,
Yeah, really.
Did you
Bill,
tell him?
I love him. He doesn't
Wait
know
to cut
he's not
the.
17 anymore. Like he doesn't know that. Like, and I love those dudes. I love those guys that are like, you're a grandpa now, right? Like, and they're clueless. But and he's watching right now, laughing because I know, like, stop breaking shit. You're not going to make smoke out.
Just tell him, look, you don't cut the firewood until the tree is on the ground. You don't go up into it and start cutting down firewood.
Right.
Yeah.
Ice
Yeah.
fishing. Jeff just
Work
said.
smarter, not harder.
Greenville, Mississippi.
I believe in hiring people.
Yeah, Bill's
Um,
up and he says
Now,
I think you are at something. Yes, absolutely.
Hiring people that know what they're doing. Because if I get a chainsaw, I'm going to lose a foot. So just
I've got 3 of them.
feet.
I think
Yeah, I
He's
got
got
3
3
feet.
knees. It's 3 knees.
there you
That's
go.
right.
The trees were all on the ground. I know, Bill, but still, like, it's time to let someone else do that shit.
It was this
I'm
time.
too-
The trees
too
are
easily
all on the
distracted.
ground this time.
This time and next time.
Yeah, right. I'm too easily distracted to use a chainsaw anymore.
Oh, I have no business using a chainsaw.
I have to at times.
I want to
I
learn
clear-
how to weld, and I'm terrified at what that's gonna mean for the
You
house.
burn yourself making a frozen pizza. How are you going to have a well?
Look, papi, it's going to happen. So just accept it,
Uh-huh. Right.
and let's just go forward.
Okay.
Because I Barbie the welder, she's got these things going on, and I'm like, ooh, I want to build a 3-foot sculpture of a bald eagle. So
Where are we going to do this?
What? Where next?
Oh,
to
I
the
made a
six-
joke about
Did
the
you say Barbie?
Barbie the welder.
Barbie the
Oh,
welder.
okay.
She's probably one of the most
That
talented.
was a great movie, by the way, Barbie the Welder. That's a
No, that
That's
was
the
the
sequel.
different.
That was Cinemax.
That was
Keith. That was totally different. Yeah.
different movie.
This is actually a woman named Barbie who is an actual welder. It's totally,
Yeah.
totally
She's
different.
on.
hey. Let's go with that story, Monkey.
Sure.
Check out
No,
Ray
she's really
Ripple,
cool.
though.
Yeah, I like Ray Ripple too. She's good too.
Yeah. She's amazing.
I think that I don't know how to say it, but like welder might not be the right word because yes, she in fact is a welder, and I would trust her to weld whatever that.
I trust her
But
with my
she's
brain.
an artist who uses metal as her media. It's not the same. Like
She's amazing.
yes, she could take this piece of metal, that piece of metal, and pick a perfect weld, but she's not a welder. She's like
But that's her
Yeah.
handle.
Fabricator.
no,
I don't
like
know.
she makes sculpture out of
Amazing.
steel and welding,
Yeah.
and like it's
Yeah.
amazing.
I
So
built
we
a
know
Lego,
she's an
Fabricator is
artist.
what I am. They also
No,
call it a liar.
But sure,
a Lego Fat Boy.
she's
that
a
counts.
fabricator of
I'm a
Legos.
fabricator. Yeah, I built a Lego Fat Boy. Yeah. I
I'm
did.
proudly an
You know?
assembler,
Okay.
which means someone else makes the holes match up, and I put the bolt in, and there you go.
Yeah.
Insert tab A into slot B. I'm with
No,
you,
I
brother.
can't even do that. I can't work with directions. I have to figure it out without directions, or it's going to go bad.
Hello, Northern Pike.
Yeah, that's that round hole square peg.
Yep, I'll make it fit, and then realize that's not where it goes.
You're the one that can't follow IKEA instructions.
No,
right?
no, we don't have anything IKEA. That doesn't work. It's getting up with a hammer and nails by the time
First
it's
of
done.
all, we're
Like,
not built for IKEA stuff. Let's get that out of the way. No. Forget the
Yeah,
assembly.
those Scandinavians are.
No.
They're 9 feet tall and somehow only weigh 60 pounds.
And
Like, I don't know
everything
how
is
that,
too. Yeah.
But those Swedish meatballs,
Oh,
They're-
now
that's
you're
true.
talking. Now
that
you're
berry
talking.
sauce. Oh yeah.
The Swedish meatballs are what keeps them balanced.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, you know, they email
Wait,
us home
wait,
like
the
they haven't bought
meatballs?
anything, but these fat Americans just keep eating meatballs all day. Like, you know, there's like corporate emails have got to be just cruel.
As long as their girls don't have meatballs, we're good.
Oh, I had a Raider S and I had a Memphis Batwing in bags. Traded for a Street Glide 3 months.
There you go. So RV biker
Yeah.
spent all the money and realized that I don't blame him, but yeah, trying it and going, nope, still not right.
Do I spend the $5K on a Raider that is paid for, or get a bike payment? Oof. I mean, that's a tough one also, because you could build her up
Not
little
for
by
me.
little. Well, you're not the typical. Let's just put that.
Well, no, because I'm just saying, like when you spend the $5,000 and you're not going to be happy.
Yeah.
Right. What you gonna
Not
do?
if you're on the fence about a road glide, just go buy the road glide. Get off the fence, because you're not going to be happy with anything but a road glide.
Yeah.
And there's still going to be that voice in your head. I don't care who you are. That's like, spend all this money, paid it off, spent $5,000 on it, and it's still not a Harley.
Yeah.
You know, like it's still, you know.
Or it's
Didn't
just
you think
not.
so? I think Harleys are high right now. I think used bikes are through the roof high.
They are. Yeah.
RV's also looking at land near Knoxville.
Awesome.
Jeez, maybe we need to look up and.
I'm on the plateau.
It's just going to be an RV biker commune.
But okay,
No.
so I
But
got a
think we do
question.
that with Okeechobee.
No,
Well,
I got a question
not-
about
Let's
Tennessee.
wait. Change commune to compound, and then
Compound.
we'll.
There you go. It sounds a little less cultish, right?
No,
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 it didn't.
commune.
I like
No,
commune.
we're gonna make artisanal soaps, Keith. Get ready. Get on board.
I thought we were doing that whole first brap.
So we're becoming Amish?
So Tom's
Yes.
Whatever.
our cover guy, like our guy.
So
He's
what-
going to
are
be
there,
on
are there any
all the
Hispanics
labeling.
in Tennessee? Are there
Yeah,
a lot
he's the spokesman for the cult.
Put them in a row. People get in a row.
Great.
When
I need-
the ATF shows up, we're gonna send Tom out there, and he's like, "Look, these are not real grenades; they're just paperweights."
What is it, Miss Monkey?
do we have? Oh, that's right.
Clergy.
Do we have Are there a lot? Are there any Hispanics in Tennessee?
I can.
Oh
be-
yeah,
I can be the reverend.
yeah.
There's Hispanics everywhere.
Dallas employs busloads of them.
I was gonna say, but no, in East Tennessee, yeah,
Busloads.
we actually have
You can
them.
drive the bus.
Knoxville has a quite a growing population of Hispanics.
Yeah.
It's primarily
I was
Mexican.
just I was just thinking. So
Well,
so Dallas is out there on the freeway. No, but I'm saying so. Abbott out of Texas is busting all these people up, right? And so Dallas is on the freeway, flagging down those buses, going, "No, we need you here. We need you here."
Change
New York-
buses. Get on my bus. You know, like
That's right.
I need to know if we move up there. Can I find my food?
Okay,
No.
I'm going to
Probably
Google
not.
some demographics for
I
you.
think we need to.
Cubans in Tennessee.
Hey, there is a Cuban restaurant. We ate at it, but it was where we stopped.
In Chattanooga?
No, it was.
Do they have tortillas?
With the kids.
Homemade tortillas.
And it's
No,
not
it's
Cuban.
Oliver, no, because it was the town before Oliver Springs.
Talking about
Yeah,
Crossville,
yeah.
Kingston.
No, it's up there next to Oliver Springs, but it's where all the food is.
But it was like a fast food place.
You gotta ask them if they have yuca.
They had a fast food Cuban place, and
Yeah, it was like a Chipotle Cuban.
Yeah. It was weird.
It was
very
kind of weird, but you
concept.
could go pick through, get your whatever, and move on. Yeah, it was like a cafeteria style Chipotle of Cuban food.
so there are places in Miami called Palacio.
Okay, Dallas was earlier.
and they're basically like you rent your little space. So you walk into what seems like an open air market kind of thing, but you got the pork sandwiches here, and you've got the Chinese style rice here, and you got the
Like a little marketplace.
cooks.
Yeah, like a food court.
Yeah, very much so. But you go just to the building and they do cafeteria, which like no, is it called? No, what is it when you buy food for the family?
Comida por libra. Comida by the pound.
What the hell?
No,
Okay.
no. I'm talking about when you sign up for the weekly deal.
Glad he's the only one that understands that, guys.
Like family style.
Cantina.
So Cantina is not like, a Mexican restaurant. Cantina is when you sign up for weekly and everyone picks their thing and you stop on the way home from work and you pick up everybody's dinner and you get home and everyone has their, but we've talked about doing a video about getting a hotel room in Miami and doing
all our hotspots,
doing the like traditional Cuban Miami hotspots, but on the bikes for the weekend, because everyone goes to Key West because they're afraid of Miami and they just go straight through it and keep going. And I don't blame them, because if I didn't have her, I never in a million years would hang out in Miami. Like,
well, they don't want to get carjacked in the High Life parking lot. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So,
let me tell you something.
No,
the last time somebody got carjacked in the High Life parking lot, it was last week, but still, that's not.
But he had it coming.
So,
He had it coming.
Mrs. Monkey, you
Let's
will
take
be
the kids down to Liberty City.
I went to school right next to. Go ahead.
You will be happy to know that it says the percentage of Cuban population in Tennessee is 0.20%. What is the percentage of Cuban population in the United States? 0.72%. So,
and they're all down here.
0.2 of them are in Tennessee. 0.5 are in Miami.
Actually, I think 80% are in Miami.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's saying over the whole U.S. population.
That's interesting.
50% of the Cuban population lives in the state of Florida.
Yeah.
So, Tennessee's going to look much different to you.
Yeah. So 20%.
But I got news for you.
I live in Missouri, so yeah, I got a.
I got news for you.
Yeah, that was point. You were the only Cuban.
That was point.
That number is wrong, because Cubans all just say they're white.
Yeah.
Not a single one of them says
Look
Hispanic.
at me, I am white.
They all no. If there is a what is your ethnic background, I know for a fact I'll just say white. Then
what do you mark on your license? Yeah.
They don't say Hispanic. They're not Hispanic. They're white.
When you go to the DMV, they mark white.
They're white. They're not Hispanic.
Well, I put Hispanic.
They don't know. No one's told them.
Yeah, well, they don't want to get.
Tom, you can't laugh so hard that the camera shakes. Okay, I can't do that. You can't do that, Tom. That's it. I'm taking back the shampoo that I left in the rig. No shampoo for you.
RV
Biker, why the color change? Because I saw the picture of it on Alan's phone when we were in Sturgis and said, I want that. And he was like, really? You just did yours? And I'm like, yeah, but I like that. He goes, okay.
Look, there was a Cuban community protest in Nashville. Apparently,
yeah, there we actually have quite a bit of different.
People were there, and they were really pissed off about something.
But that's interesting.
Tennessee's got a variety of a lot of stuff.
Well, Nashville, Nashville's insanely blowing up. Like,
it is. It's growing. I mean, it's busting out to the small towns so fast that
hipsters.
Yeah, they're pushing everybody out, and
dude,
I mean, Knoxville's not bad. You got UT, the college kids. It's not a complete college town. It's actually growing too. So
yeah. Well, no. So that's where my wife. I think she's going to end up teaching. So she finishes her PhD coursework in the spring. She finishes a dissertation in another year, and that's what I told her. It's like, look, let's get close enough to where you can commute to Knoxville if you have, to teach. And so
hour and 45 minutes for me. So
Keith, 2 hours. About how she's going to get a white coat and you're going to call her doctor. Let's just tell the truth.
Yes. What she's already got her personalized plate, doctor nurse. So she's nursing science PhD.
You're right,
she's
Bill.
30 years in the ER, which is good for the old motorcycle guy. Although she's on the back. So if I go down,
she's duct tape. That's just what she brings. It's funny,
Well, she's very caring and sensitive to any other patient but me. She's like, get over it. Like,
dude, get over it.
I'm the last person she wants to see sick. She's like, motherfucker.
Here's a Band-Aid.
Yeah, it's gotten crazy. They sold the house across the street from us. And I was like, "Holy crap!"
For a nominal fee.
They sold it in 2 days, and I'm like, "Go check Zillow on that." And she was like, "That's got to be a typo." And I looked, I was like,
"Probably not."
Shit. like
your property values just raised.
Yeah, oh, you did. Their taxes have gone up quite a bit.
What's up, Anthony?
Why
King
the F
Nation.
you hat?
Welcome.
I bought it in Sturgis.
This is a funny hat.
It's just
It's just hipster shit we like to do.
That's right.
We're
You
hipsters.
damn.
We
you
want to
damn
blend
well.
in. Yeah.
it's a company called Bust Knuckle. Rebels Den. Busted Knuckle stunt show. Rebels Den cycle.
You know, there's something funny about that.
Hey, Anthony.
The stunner community.
I'm the number
Are they
one.
related to the shocker community?
I no. I think they want to be. But
Yeah,
there's-
Tom. What's up?
You have like a,
She-
wait. There you go. Sorry.
What
Yeah.
is that song? Oh my
Tom's
god!
I'm the number one stunner.
Somebody's gonna steal it right now, but I'm gonna make riding gloves that have 2 pink fingers and then 1 brown finger. So when I'm riding around,
Have you been to Dunkin' Donuts with Brian?
You guys are awful. I can't.
I need
Liz,
riding
don't leave
gloves
us
like
alone
that,
here
man.
don't leave us alone here with these guys.
Hey, Anthony.
Odin's
Hey, I
already come out with blood gloves, but yeah.
Who did?
Shake it, girl. No.
Somebody
So-
has
No, I
proper
just
riding
had to
gloves?
put my son to bed, and I'm like,
Oh.
okay, well, it's 10 o'clock.
I
and
thought he
have to
was
work tomorrow.
25-year-old.
That's a different son.
Oh,
Yeah.
Missed it.
My actual
They're asking
son,
if you're
not
having
this
if you're
one.
eating cereal again. Well,
He has a different relationship to the dark than Tom does. Tom's very comfortable in the dark with a flashlight. No.
Yeah. Blair Witch is what Tom is.
so are you guys going to be coming to Nashville? And
Yeah, brother.
have y'all came up here and watched any shows or anything?
Who are you talking to?
Tom and Lynn?
Oh,
Don't they have a? Don't you guys have that boy that lives up here singing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Zach?
Zach, yeah. He's doing
Yeah.
great. We're really proud of him. I
Yeah,
mean,
his second single is getting ready to release here this month.
yep.
Hey, you may do my impression of Tom. Hold on a second.
Well,
I don't know. Something about you is scary. Tom still looks like Fabio in the dark.
that's scary Santa.
It's like I was
That's
just
scary
like
Santa.
it's like Santa the pedo. It's kind of what it came off as, like, you know, like
Oh my gosh.
She was 17. It was legal. I have the documentation.
Oh, there you go.
what was that movie? Crimpus?
And
or
in my
something, or-
defense, I was 12. So I'm just going to say,
Oh, you know my line of work. That's just not funny. Oh,
no, I know your line of work.
Good night.
Are you
Jim.
like? Yeah, I think they are. They've decided. It seems like they've decided as all the dudes that do all the design, they just kind of let them go to town. They come out with something, they do something cool, and they're like, well, you know, if you can do it again, that's the one thing they don't keep an inventory of. So like the Sueño, well, one reason why is because you can pick your color.
Yeah.
So like the Sueño green body I chose green. I could have gotten
red.
hard candy red or silver or white or whatever, and then you pick whether you want black or silver overlays, and then they do whatever you want. So I think that, yeah, you're going to see more of those. I don't think you'll see many on the road because they design it, they make one set. So like the Stinger set, the orange and black one is the only one. There's not another one of those. And then if somebody wants it, then they could order it. I think the orange is the color you could pick whatever color you want. It's just the other color would be black with that overlay.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool to see that with like a silver, like a heavy metal flake silver with the black and that honeycomb kind of thing over that. That'd be really cool. But
With the orange?
no. The orange is the color on that you can change.
Oh.
So you could, but I think like there's that heavy metal flake silver they did the street bob in, like heavy metal flake, 70s style. So you could do that body and switch the orange for the silver, and I think it'd be cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But-
So what are y'all going to do with what's on her bike on the CVO? Are you going to move it to the, or
It's staying
just
white
put it-
for now.
Yeah.
That body's staying on there for a bit.
I thought you was going to put the green one on hers.
Green
I
one's
was
going.
to, but it
yeah.
has a stretched tank, and I'm debating. I'm not sure if I. Sorry.
So the green body's going to go on the ST.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. It's hard to knock that white. Man, that looks.
We want to.
The white's okay to a point. I don't
Well,
like
see,
the
I'm
rear
not
end.
I'm not even a look. Let's don't talk about people's rear end, Ray.
I just don't
Right.
like it. It's too stretched out for that bike, though. I mean, the bike doesn't have a hydraulic. It doesn't lower and set. It sits up. When I noticed she was going down the road and Monkey was filming her in Sturgis, and when they first started getting there, and I know it's supposed to sit up like that while you're riding, but what I'm saying is it just looked a little too long for me because the bike was not lowered in the rear any. If that bike would have been dropped maybe 2 inches, it would have looked a lot better going down the road.
Yeah.
We're dropping hers at least an inch or two just to play with it. It's not a good idea because she's got on paper because she's got those Wilbur Sport Shocks, and for you to lower it, you have to change the angle of the shock a little bit. So the shock's not going to work as well because the angle's off. But I just want to do it to play with it and to drop the rear end a little bit for her. Now hers is different because the CVO front end is lowered in the front to compensate for the 21. Normally, when you put a 21 on a bike, you just lift the front end an inch. People don't normally lower it. Well, Harley for the factory, if it's a CVO with a 21, they lower the front end an inch to compensate. So when I put those Wilburs on, I actually lifted the ass. And so the bike is actually technically riding high in the rear.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put lowering blocks on it, but the really good ones that like go over the swing arm, the ones that actually go over the swing arm and do it properly. But still, the angle of the shock's going to be a bit off. But we're going to do that to try it out because that'll level it up.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think that they're still going to build the ST.
They're asking,
yeah. I have this entire green body that I don't have a use for, and all I needed was a black interfering and a 19-inch green Sueño fender to move the whole body onto the ST. And so Alan was like, "Well, hell, rather than have it sitting in a box, let's use it." Because that carbon stuff it takes a while. It's probably another couple months before I have the tank and all the other stuff to do that. So when we finally get the carbon stuff, the green stuff will come off. And then what I want to do is I would like to buy a Road King and put the Sueño body on a Road King. I think that'd be fun.
I got a Road
that'd
King.
look good.
He's like, I got a Road King.
At home with Tom and Rhonda. Hello.
Kelp fire punch him in the nose.
Yeah, I've been told I got a rear end. It's stretched out.
Somebody say that the little crotch rockets are not real bikes. What's your opinion about that? Oh man, Anthony, everybody's got a freaking opinion about everything. Do you not watch YouTube, man? I know you do.
Don't say every category's on YouTube right now.
I think it's because, and I used to have crotch rockets when I was younger.
I had a 95 Kawasaki Ninja.
I had an R1. I had a YZF 6R. Anyway, but I actually think that it comes back to when those bikes came on the scene. You had kids that couldn't afford Harleys and didn't necessarily want a Harley, but they could buy a Ninja 600 for what,
85, 6, 7, 85 grand. Yeah.
And the fact that little punk could whip your ass, like you could not hang with those bikes at all if you had your 80-inch Evo, right? Yeah. So I think that a lot of that crotch rockets aren't real bikes just because they were put out pissed off that those bikes were faster. Having owned them, I love them. I think they're cool. I think they are miserable to sit on, and they hurt your wrist, your back, your hips, your spine, your everything. And I think that's definitely a young man's
fat belly. Yep.
Salty has a point.
Just an opinion.
Sure, Monkey. But other than that,
but
great.
Other than that, they are, I saw someone today.
Yeah, Salty, but you haven't seen our living room or kitchen.
Right. I have a bathroom right there.
Yeah, you haven't seen any of that other space. So,
but I saw someone today who it was an Instagram channel that I like, and she's cool, et cetera, et cetera. And she said that she had to get a tire put on her bike, and she had put it around her waist, like you do. Like I couldn't do those, so it wouldn't fit my waist. We'll leave that alone, though. And she said she's been dreading this ride because the tire was going to be uncomfortable, and it's a far ride. She had to go 50 miles to a shop that could change the tire out. And I was like, 50 miles is a far ride? But on a crotch rocket, it is. 50 miles is a long way on a bike that you're like laying on. That when I was younger, we'd hit the road on our bikes and go run the alphabet in St. Louis, so it's probably $250 in a day. But you got home with your back hurting, your wrists hurting, your elbows hurting, everything else. And I was 23, so
Yeah,
See,
the
I,
age was
I
different.
skipped them. I went right from dirt bikes to street bikes and but I never did I had buddies in high school that saved up money and had a crotch rocket, which I thought was insane because if nobody needs one of those bikes that's 17, that's
yeah, they're all dead,
Oh,
Hunky. The
yeah.
funerals
Well,
were nice. I mean,
you when you wheelie into the parking lot of high school, like, okay, that's the resource officer is going to have something to say. So
back to the stunter culture. There's one issue I take with that, and I could give a shit less, if, and those dudes who have an opinion about this, but I see way too much of that shit on public streets.
Yeah,
And I'm not okay with that, man. Like, you don't have a right to wheelie your road glide down a public street when there could be kids walking across. You don't get to do that. Like,
you see those idiots doing that in New York, like in New York City.
Everywhere.
Of all
You
places.
see them everywhere.
I see
it's
major brands celebrating and sharing this content of these dudes freaking at 12 o'clock on a road glide going down a road in traffic.
And I was going to tell you, cars.
Do you guys not have general counsel to tell you that when that accident happens and a kid gets killed, you are going to get sued? Like it just
manslaughter.
It's not right, man. I want to see you do that. I do. I think it's awesome, this and the other, but you don't have a right to do that shit around somebody's baby.
Right.
That's not funny. It's not cool. And
see, that's the thing. They never think about. They're always thinking like these goofballs think about primary causes of accidents, which
I think
they're going to say, "Oh, I'm a professional. I can do this." But man, you could have a pebble when you're doing something like that. Just a pebble that's in the wrong spot, or somebody doesn't do what you expected them to do. Right? Stop at a stop sign, yield, merge, whatever it is, and then the dominoes start falling, man. And then
let's say we saw an idiot today. Today, we're all working on the rig. We're coming back, and there's a fire truck coming in the oncoming lane. This lady, we got to an intersection. This lady stopped at a green light. Like the fire truck's coming this way. We're going that way.
It's still a ways away.
Stopped at a green light, and the fire truck was a half mile away. Just stopped traffic. So you just don't know that fire truck has nothing to do with us. The prime example, what I mean by that is it being an example, is you got Captain Baby Asshole riding down the road on his back tire, and that idiot, you scare her, and then she caused the school bus to roll, and you don't get to do that, man, because I'm gonna cave your head in with a ball peen hammer.
I think the biggest places I see them doing it is are noticeable when they're like going from one town to another. And they're riding to like an event, to one of their events or something like that. And I'm not calling anybody out or saying names. I'm just saying, and like they do video and you can see them, they're traveling and then they're going through a town they don't even know or anything, wheeling through it and shit and burning out. And it's like, you're in the other lane, and all that shit. I mean, it's dangerous. And how do you know how somebody's going to react in a different town that's not used to what you're doing? I mean,
yeah, here on riding down to Miami on the Palmetto, which is a major highway, all the time. They're constantly up and down the road. You just get used to it. And it's an area that's a lot of, transient, visitors. People are coming in.
They got their driver's license in Nicaragua.
Yeah.
Now they're on the roads in the
They're the two extremes. They've never driven here, or they've lived here since they were, since 1930. It's just, you can't do that. And it's a major, very busy highway. And somebody's going to get hurt. And it's all fun and games when we do it in an enclosed space. Not we do it, when they do it in an enclosed space at a rally or something. But on a street, on a major highway, I mean, that's just... I like if you're at the burnout drags at the Iron Horse of Sturgis. Like we all went there to see that. And that was, and if something comes off, something goes bad and you get hit and you get hurt, dude, we all came there for that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine. Like, I get it. Accidents happen. We're all there. But accidents don't happen on public streets in downtown areas when there's school buses and babies on frickin' walking across a crosswalk. That's not okay.
Yep.
We're not,
And like you guys have how many distracted tourists driving around, down there?
Yeah. But yeah, I think unfortunately what's going to happen is you're going to see one dude is going to cause a family of 4 to get killed, and it's going to be the end of that entire culture. Like somebody's going to get locked up the rest of their life. All these companies that are promoting it and sharing it, and they go, no more. Not on
they're going to be scared to touch it,
and it'll be all over. It's going to be the end. But
and then think about how many. Think about the downstream effect of that just from the vendors. It's gonna crush some people, financially, not just with the attorneys, but I mean, like you said, if that goes away, how many vendors who are, building, street hot rod bikes, that stuff, gets cut. So
yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, I love watching it.
Oh, I do too. I've been to a few of them, and they've done it in like Harley Davidson parking lot, or they'll set up, and do things like that. And I like it, but I mean, are you going to do it really going around where I live? Because they've come through and they do it. And it's like, if you ever be on my roads, you don't want to do that shit here. The curves are so bad. You don't know who's coming in your lane. You know what I mean? And it's a dangerous thing to do.
They feel more, I think down here at least, they're a little more overconfident because Florida is flat and straight. So you have that before you. You don't have you don't have twisties, you don't have curves, you don't have things like
lots of bridges.
Yeah. So people are overconfident, and you see it a lot down here. You see a lot of crotch rockets down here, a lot of young guys on crotch rockets. It's a shame because even Rick was saying it too, and Anthony also. That's why people don't like bikers sometimes, because it's true. People are constantly like, "Oh, are you one of those that rides like that?"
Goddamn hoodlums, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could. You're still hoodlums, Ray. We're not saying you're not a hoodlum. We're just saying you don't drive like
clearly.
Come on.
But I mean, really,
the funny thing is, if you were looking at people say like they hate bikers because they're a fat idiot out there. The idiots are typically individuals, though. But like in the media, et cetera, it's 1% clubs.
That's right.
Represent. But 1% clubs are in the left lane, riding motormen. Yeah, they're going 110 mile an hour, but they're not splitting lanes. They're not. And if you're in the left lane, they're going to run right up on you, make you know they're there, so you get over, and then they're going to shoot past you. Like they're not.
Right.
They're not out there causing accidents. It's wild.
They're not zipping in and out of traffic and all that. Yeah. Those guys are the safest guys.
They're not doing anything. Nobody's wheeling or burning out or none of that shit.
No, 100 guys in formation. That's as safe as you're going to get on a motorcycle.
We are respected hoodlums. That's
exactly,
right.
We are respectful hoodlums. Really, that's. But it's. I don't know, man. It bothers the hell out of me when I see it because I'm like, it's not. And then you see.
Well, my kids are on the road, so.
You see the comments. I've been comments on my videos where I'd shared some of that stuff, but it was in a private environment. And somebody actually said something like, damn, man, that, somebody's going to get hurt. And one of these riders had actually seen the video. And the disrespectful punk-ass response that this kid put to this person, I was like, that mind is like, evidently, this guy was the guy in the video. I don't know him. I don't know him from frickin' Adam, but I was just sharing the video, and this guy commented, that's because we do this and we do that. And I'm like, now you're the one that's going to be in traction, asking with a GoFundMe tomorrow, wanting me to pay your medical bills because you don't have insurance and aren't a real man. You're going to break yourself up and want us to pay the bill.
Yeah. I'm a real man. Who pays your cell phone bill?
Not to say that we shouldn't share GoFundMe as people get hurt. No. But if you're going down the road at 12 o'clock and you have an accident and you break every bone in your body, you fucked around and found out. Number one. And then you played stupid games and won stupid prizes.
Wait, Poison Fang wants us all to please take a moment to admire Tom's hair.
Jesus Christ, get it silverback. I think we need to do a shot to that.
Well, I got
one more.
I'm not saying Tom is a lovely man, but son of a bitch, he's a lovely man.
I'm not saying
I want your hair, but I want that hair.
All I know is that there's shampoo for him.
Exactly.
Is it back on the table? or in the shower, as
Yes,
In the shower.
it's there.
Hey, and by the way, and I know, Mrs. Monkey, I know you don't want to talk about what you do, but I will tell you this: you're doing the Lord's work. I do know that.
Oh, thank you, dear. Well, he makes the money, and I get us into heaven. That's the goal.
Hey,
And the problem is that, never mind. I'm sorry. There's too many terrible jokes.
Careful.
There's so many terrible jokes, but saying, yeah, all we're doing is canceling each other out. Let's just say.
no,
It's
I think-
yin
I
and
think-
yang.
I think me and
Thanks,
Mr. Monkey
Anthony.
are in a similar.
Make sure you
I'm
check
a-
out my
I'm
channel.
a program manager, but in IT. I know you're doing a lot of negotiations and.
I'm a contract killer, but
bringing people together.
He's a dancer.
Wouldn't you love to be John Wick? I want to be John
yeah.
Wick. Like, it would be awesome.
Really?
What is it? What is it? The movie where the guy
Except
says,
except I'd have to wear a suit to work
they're
again.
all bad.
Yes.
Some guy on Instagram did a reel and found a graveyard with a rock that said John Wick 18 something and never had a date of when he died. And he was like, he's still out there, guys. And seriously, the name on the rock was, and it was, you could tell it was from the 18 something. It was old.
The Baba
It's pretty
Yaga's
funny.
still out there somewhere.
Yeah.
I just love John Leguizamo going, where'd you get that car?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are some of my favorite movies.
He's like, we messed him up. Oh, did you? Did you? Yeah.
Did you? Yeah. You kicked his ass and killed his dog. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. Now the last one though.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen his stand-up, Keith? He does a whole like one man
Oh,
set.
Oh, he's
I
good.
love that.
He's really
He is good.
Yeah.
But the last John Wick though, is it just me? It was.
Yeah. They should have
Well,
stopped at 3.
They jumped
Speaking
the
of
shark pretty hard.
Yeah, I was about to say, speaking of body count, somebody was like, how many people does he need to kill in this one? 2,000. Okay.
They get
They
two
lost
cent-
us in the stairwell.
The stairwell.
The stairwell
Yeah.
at the end. I was like, how many times can that MFer fall down the same steps? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he lost.
It gets too cinematic and it gets too just overdone, I think. Like Rambo,
Is
First
there a
Blood.
dog barking, or is that somebody with the hiccups?
it's Tom.
Yeah, that no, that's Chewy, and she is telling. I'll be right back. I've got to take her outside.
All
All right, chill out.
He's like, shut up.
How much has
Dog
Tom
tells
drank
him what to
today?
do.
that
Demands were
he's got
made.
the hiccups?
God. Oh, Lord.
That is a fancy ass RV though.
It is
Huh?
bougie.
Yeah.
So that's the front up there. So he's midship, for lack of a better
Yeah.
word.
Yeah, that is nice.
And I'm guessing
I'm
the
in-
bedroom.
I'm in my
bathroom are back,
office.
yeah. Look
Here,
at the
listen.
stereo receiver to the left of the the TV.
Yeah.
That's like an Onkyo stereo receiver or something.
Yep. I brought that. That's 4K from the house.
Yeah.
How the hell is he talking still?
He's got a wireless mic on his
Wi-Fi?
shirt.
AirPod or
He's
something.
bougie.
Just
Yeah, he's got something going
turn it
on in
off
there.
before you go to the
I'm
restroom.
looking at you guys on the front TV, and I'm outside waiting for this dog.
He's outside the door.
See how bougie his house
Okay.
is?
But he's got a mic on or something. Do you have a mic
Yeah.
on, Keith?
Yes, I do.
He's
Well,
bougie.
I've just got the
You probably know
AirPods
more about
going.
this shit than I do. That's for damn sure.
He is a professional.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got
Well-
a microphone. That's it. And a laptop.
I don't
I
have
don't know what,
anything. I
I
sat
don't know
down
what brand it is.
Poison Fang says, but does it have laser disc?
Blue
there. Maybe it does.
Sharks with freaking laser beams.
So
The,
3 days, right? 3 days? Y'all heading up Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay.
So my charging converter shows up tomorrow. I got to switch that out tomorrow night. I have to fill
It's
my
not very
gas
hard to do.
tanks. And
Good night,
then,
Fat Clyde.
and then Wednesday,
Good night,
I'm going to
Fat Clyde.
leave. It'll depend on when Tom can go. Tom's going to let me know tomorrow when he can be picked up.
Yeah.
And then if I'm picking him up from his house or we're meeting or whatever.
No.
we're gonna do.
It makes more sense for me to like run over to Titusville. So you're right on 95 right there. You just swing in, grab me, and go.
Do you have
Where
a
you
place you
go?
can leave your truck?
Lynn will just drop me off over there.
Oh, okay. But whatever
Take a
you
bit-
need, fine.
Oh,
It's
so
not,
he'll
it's
be
not a
on the
big deal.
side
Wherever
of
you want.
95 looking like a homeless guy with all his shit.
Fucking
With a
lot lizard.
Blackstone grill and like.
You better
Hey.
get there quick, monkey.
Will's cook.
If I can make $20, you know.
But if you want your bougie cocktails, which I'm all for, you know, I have an ice maker. That's it.
So you have to provide the rest.
What you need to do is FaceTime him with the liquor that we have,
Yeah,
the liquor,
yeah.
and see what he wants. Hey now.
Bill, I don't think you can get on Wednesday.
Now I do have good ice. I do have the proper ice makers, and because I'm not traveling with 30 pounds of lobster this time, I can freeze down some proper ice.
Oh, so I got a stock. I'll bring those and we'll throw them in your freezer, and then we can make more and stuff.
Hey RV, the puppy just turned 1. Yes,
No damn puppy.
3 days ago.
3 days ago. So
He's a dick.
No, stop.
I was gonna say he ain't no damn puppy. He's a beast.
He's a good boy.
I love him dearly, but he's a dick.
No,
He's like,
he's sweet.
I don't think you can get in on Wednesday, can you?
No. I'm gonna pick Tom up whenever he can be picked up. I'm guessing 5 o'clock, something like that.
No, I
Whatever.
think
But-
he's
breakfast,
asking,
too.
Can you get in on Wednesday? Not you.
I don't think they let.
I'm sure they.
I
don't know.
I think
We could ask.
I could, but we won't be there Wednesday. I'm thinking we'll stop for a couple hours and get there at noon on Thursday. I don't want to be a problem for them.
Who's walking on glass?
I
Gates
don't.
open at noon on Thursday.
That's me. I'm getting ice.
That's
My
what
bad.
we're doing. We're just gonna go up Wednesday and stop outside and camp out, and then the next
Yeah.
day come in Thursday.
Well, there's a rest area 12 miles or something from. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
yeah.
I don't understand this whole stopping thing.
Yeah, well, not all of us snort coke off the steering wheel while we're driving.
Yeah, off a woman's ass.
I'm sorry, it wasn't coke; it was meth. Because coke is way too highfalutin for a West Virginia boy.
Hey, I got something for Tom to experiment with. This is out of Mississippi. Cat head
Pecan what?
pecan vodka.
Ooh, he can't.
Pecan.
And this is good shit, man. I am telling you right now.
What would I mix with pecan vodka?
Look, RV. This is the
Could you-
family.
Could you make something like a pecan pie kind of a thing?
That's what I'm thinking. Like a brown sugar simple syrup.
Yeah, like you would do the rum cake, but do it with that.
Yeah, but what else? You need something else. You need the
Anthony, no. Riding groups are not like motorcycle clubs.
Yeah.
I shouldn't do that. That's not nice. Our RGs are.
That's like pairing rock
No.
bands with boy bands.
No, but you just made a factual statement. You didn't have any judgment in that, monkey.
They are riding groups are groups of like-minded people who want to go on rides together.
And
Southern
they hang out and
Cruisers.
eat. Yeah.
Who
Southern
who
Cruisers
often
are
get in
like-
trouble because they decide that they're going to have a 3-piece patch that says Bob's Riding Group, and then they roll into the wrong bar and have a bad day.
Always
But-
a good idea.
Yeah, right.
Well,
Also,
and also unfortunately,
Claim territory. That's
Right.
helpful.
Unfortunately, the problem with riding groups also is that they fall victim to human nature, which is somebody's got an ego and ruins the whole damn thing, and it just doesn't work.
And by the way, it just takes one or two out of like 10, 15, 20, 30. It could take two.
One prick can destroy the entire dynamic, and yeah.
Well, I'm just telling you from being a Texas boy. Galveston Island is specific.
Yeah.
And you know who will rat you out to the powers that be on Galveston Island? The cops.
I love it though.
I saw that. Like, that's a firsthand account. I saw.
That's right, Bill.
I saw some dudes that wouldn't roll up some vest of some riding club, and they were told to do it, and they said their ego was like, screw them, I'm doing what I want. On the island, 10 minutes, pulled in for gas. There was a conversation had. And
I mean, even an organization like the ones that we used to be a member of, state biker liaisons have to connect with state biker liaisons to find out all the dynamics and And we always had people that were going through Texas, and we were always like, just not in that area. Just Even our group that everyone loves and no one disrespects.
Right. Yeah.
It was
You
still,
guys
it's
got
like,
no problem with
stop,
anybody.
put it away. Don't even worry. Like, don't fly. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and nowadays it's a little muddier down there.
Yeah.
So
everywhere it's a little muddier these days. Like,
yeah,
Florida used to be super, super clear, and that's not anymore.
Right.
But
so how long does it take you to get out of there to 10 hours, 12 hours up to?
It's 715 or 20 miles or something from my house. So I'm like 3 hours to Tom, and then like 8 hours, I think, from
That sounds about right.
Central Florida to.
Yeah.
So we'll probably stop at like midnight, 1 a.m. So we'll stop and sleep for a couple hours.
Yeah.
And then we'll roll in whatever gets us there at noon.
What? Getting out of South Florida is like skinny Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like it takes you forever.
State line,
yeah. And by the way, whenever you cross, like this is my favorite thing, like Texas DOT. It's like their middle finger to everybody coming to Texas. The very first sign that you see when you come into Texas, the one that tells you like, oh, here's it'll say orange, 27 miles. It says orange, 27 miles. El Paso, 847 miles. And all that's missing is a big freaking finger.
It's gonna be so far.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna be here for a while. Yeah. Enjoy the barbecue.
Gremlin, when are y'all getting there? Gremlin, I think he's saying just 3.5 hours. So for them,
Jeff, are you asking me to cuff you? Is that what you? He said, "Cuff me, Mrs. Monkey." Just saying, and I was like, "Wait a minute." I didn't know this was that kind of. There's sites for that. I don't know if this is one of them, but
yeah, bike nights every Tuesday night until July, and cut it back the first Tuesday. It could be because of the time of year, depending where you are. Like,
yeah, I think ours, like over at Smoky Mountain Harley Davidson, theirs ends September the 9th or 10th. Their bike nights, so they've been doing it all summer. So they cut it back.
Riding groups can get permission to hang out as a group. They should. It all depends on who the dominant is in the area. Like here, yeah, like you would not just rock up 30 guys wearing a T-shirt saying like Bob's riding group. Like like somebody's gonna go like, who the fuck are you, man? And why am I just not seeing this? Like so. And the funny thing is, everyone always says, tell me what I can do or can't do. I don't know, whatever. I'll do what I want. And I always picture Cartman, like from South Park, because dude, somebody is going to tell you what you can't do.
Somebody killed Kenny.
I won't. Like, no, you won't.
Yeah. I just avoid it all. I get out and ride, and I don't pay attention to that. I mean, I respect to stay away from them and not, and if I run into anybody, I respect them as a man, you know what I mean, as they should respect me, and I'm not disrespectful. And if it's at a gas station, I pump my gas and do what I would do any other time I stop to get gas, and I move on. I don't pay attention to it. Like the cops, in my opinion, feed them shit like a mushroom, feed them shit, keep them in the dark. So, I mean, seriously, like I don't go to those, places just to go see, people like that in organizations or clubs. I don't. If I ran into them out on the highway or something, cool. You know what I mean? I'm respectful, and then I go on. I don't. Yeah. I'm like Bill. I just ride and I don't pay attention to. I mean, I always mind my surroundings, but I'm not looking for that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was talking to a certain somebody that runs a magazine not that long ago, and it was like, do you guys have just morbid curiosity? You guys ever get into
Larry Flint
events that are club oriented or anything like that? And they were like, yeah, we used to, and then it became we had to be careful about everything we said, didn't say, and it was a Tuesday on a blue shirt. You can't do this and can't do that, and we kept getting people bent out of shape and da da da. And eventually, we just said, Cut it. Nothing. If there's any affiliation with anything of any time ever, there will be no mention. It's not because there's disrespect or dislike or whatever. It's just it became too damn difficult to be.
I was gonna say that would be just overwhelming, and I would get sick of that shit.
Yeah.
And
Well, it gets in the way of what you're trying to accomplish. Which is,
exactly. And then it's just I don't know. I don't feel like I should have to wear a certain color or call somebody to make sure it's okay to go. You know what I mean? I'm just not. I guess my mind is not set to take orders. Or not take orders, but follow rules. I don't know what it is, but
well,
I know it's a code of conduct. I get that, but I guess my mindset is not to be in that code of conduct with that kind of group,
I have
that's
Built-Well. What's Built-Well's? That looks like the
Gringo?
Simpson helmet. The Gringo, not their one that looks like a Simpson. The Built-Well.
Old Gringo.
No, it's not the old school looking one. It looks like a Simpson. It's got the face vent and the whole. Anyway, I have a black one. It's old as shit. It's the one I used to wear when we were doing long distance, and it just wore out. And I said something about it being worn out about a year ago. Built-Well's like, "Oh, we're gonna send you a new one. We have a new color." I'm like, "Oh, that's real nice." And they sent me a fire engine red Built-Well helmet that I cannot wear in South Florida.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful helmet, beautifully made. It's nice. It's the reason I had the black one, but I can't rock up to a bike night in South Florida wearing a blood red helmet. Like,
was it the lane splitter?
Yeah, the lane splitter. It's a lane splitter. Yeah. And
you could have asked them to put a racing number on the side. Oh, I'll say like 81.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Sure. and then just no. It's the funny thing is there could be a way to. Bill says paint it. There is a way. I guess I could put something funny on it and break it up that it's not just like a red helmet, but
sticker it up.
I wouldn't wear. I also wouldn't show up to a bike night wearing a fire engine red T-shirt. Like I would. I just somebody's gonna.
White or black. I like to wear just plain white shirts.
Yeah. But no, if we went to our close friends clubhouse in a fire engine red T-shirt wearing a red helmet, they'd be like, "Go change your shirt."
Especially in Florida. But look, only on a Harley do you have this problem.
Yeah,
we've rode every type of bike out there, and I have never had any type of issues. I've been riding Harley since '93, and I've got friends in any organization you want to touch that's in Florida, except the new one that's like cockroaches all over the place. But I have connections with all of them through my industry and through friends. And I've never had problem one. I've been all over the United States. I've never had problem one. The only ones that talk about it are the Harley riders.
Yeah. I mean, I've worked.
And it's typically either ex guys that still long to be in it, don't know why they got out of it, or people that are intrigued by it that just need to go hang around and see what it's about. The typical person doesn't even think about it, don't even care about it. I never thought about it day one, and I've been around them all. But
I've never had a negative.
Cross Rocket clubs in southern half of Florida that wear support patches.
Oh yeah, there's tons of them up here in Orlando too.
They're not going to wear a red, whatever.
The Night Fire.
Yeah, no, there's tons of them.
Are they all on Buells?
No, they wear support patches.
Yeah.
So they have their own colors, their own back patch, whatever, but they're running a certain club's 1% support.
That's interesting.
Right there by the collar. And if so, they're going to abide by certain rules, and they will not be rocking red colors and stuff in South Florida. But Anthony says, why not just wear it if you want to? If I just were some dude riding a bike, then I would, and probably no one would care. But if you swim in those waters and have a lot of close friends that are in that world, then they would see that as like why
disrespect.
Like why would you do that? So I would.
Well, also it's
because
ignorance is bliss. Yeah.
Well, you know the difference. So,
but I can say this:
you could probably spend, go riding your entire, and never, like Thumper said, you never run into an issue. And then one day you do, and you're like, wait a minute, why? But it just, in certain areas, in certain places, the right time, the right environment, something goes wrong. And then you're wondering, what could I have done differently? And,
yeah,
but
if you put yourself in that situation, you have that probability. But the legit part of it is the true MCs, the ones that wear the diamonds, they don't want any part of the civilian world, and they want left alone, and they want you to be left alone. They don't want to intermix. They're not going to mess with you unless you
they don't give a shit about you.
Do some shit to them. They could care less about you unless you intrude or you put yourself in a position where now they've got to react to something.
So I was laughing. It was Daytona. I was riding back. He stayed later. So I was riding back with a buddy of ours, your college friend, I guess. Mark
was on the Grinch.
So Mark was on the Grinch, and I was leading on the CBO because I know where we're going. So I'm leading. He's behind us.
What's up, Tweedle?
And I could see in my rear view, I'm on the fast lane and I'm going, and I could see in the rear view a pack of motorcycles coming up, and I was cooking, and I see this pack rolling up on us pretty quick, and I was like, Jesus, that's got to be a pack of something. And so I move over to the right lane. You do what you do. You move over, and all of a sudden this group, and it happens to be of the group that we know, but they roll up on us, and they were just looking like that bike, that Grinch.
Who's that friggin' dude on Monkey's bike with his wife?
Is a very distinct color down here in particular. They're like, that's weird. And they roll up, and I could see them kind of like just taking this position, like, offensive position or something. And I don't know. I was just worried. They were up, and they roll up on him first, and they're staring real hard. And all of a sudden they roll, and they look at me, and they're like, and the lead, whatever it is, he points, he's like, oh, that's you. And he was like, who's this person riding with Monkey's bike on his wife on his bike?
I was getting text messages that night, dude,
saying we knew it wasn't you. His legs were too thin or something like that.
Yeah.
Why'd they have to say that? Come on.
Yeah, so we happened to be pulling off at we were off the turnpike pulling off at the same gas station. And he's like, we knew that wasn't Monkey because his legs are too thin. And like, Jesus Christ.
Mrs. Monkey's telling him, I don't even know this guy. Get him off my tail.
You should have killed him. Why did you let him get away with my woman? Like,
they were concerned, going, we were wondering, like, why is who's this person riding Monkey's bike? Because nobody else has that paint color down here.
One of those boys is a good friend of mine. And let's just say he's got tattoos on his face and his head. And it's like, he was just like, I almost jacked him. All I know is I'm like, some dude's on your bike with your old lady. I don't know what was happening.
I said, that's what I need.
These guys are not ask questions first, gentlemen, either.
They're like, I told them, I go, that's what I need. My husband's getting text message right now. Your wife is with some guy on a bike.
No, Mark's in the hospital. There's a long story, and
but the bike is fine. No.
We just we hope for the best.
Tweedle's, how do you say it? He said,
we'll share the GoFundMe link.
I'm sure there's I've never had that stuff anywhere I've gone. Those groups know who's who. Yeah, they know me. That's why if I got out on the road wearing a red T-shirt or whatever, rolling around friggin' Lauderdale, they'd be like, "What is this crazy sumbitch doing?" Like, so.
Well, I typically just when I buy a helmet, it's gray or black. Or gunship, or it's black. I don't.
I'll tell you, do not buy the damn Simpson helmet. That thing is so damn loud. It has a whistle. I got the fancy carbon fiber. I should have just bought my damn shoey like I knew to wear.
See, he was trying to be.
Plus, you have Bart Simpson's head, his voice in your head all the time.
Dude, it whistles like it's the most annoying shit. You got to turn your head slightly or lean it down slightly. That's that son of a bitch.
So
it's Evil Knievel.
But the Biltwell lane splitter really is a great helmet unless you're bald.
Yeah.
Because in the top of the helmet is the vents, and they have these like rubberized holes, and they just dig into your brain. Like, because I don't have air to like pad it. So they just sit and cut into my freaking head. Like,
that's why
I love that helmet. But without hair, you can't wear it.
I like ours. The shoeies are great.
Well, the shoeies are fantastic, but they're.
Though I want to get a gringo because I want.
They are less than that Simpson was.
Yeah.
Man, I love my Neotech too. I mean, I
Yeah.
only use it for long.
Yeah, the Neotech, that's the one.
I don't do
Yeah.
Well,
modular.
that's what we have. The Neotech too. They were $800 a piece.
Yep.
Yeah, they're
They're
modular.
not cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
See,
modular.
how else are you going to drink alcohol on the gas brakes?
That's
Yeah.
true.
Well-
You stop at a red light, you kick
Huh?
it.
See? Come
Yeah.
on, Thumper. You got to
I
think
don't
ahead.
have a cup holder.
You don't have
I don't have a cup holder.
With the
Well, no, you put them on the head. You put them
You have to finish.
Yeah.
You have to finish the drink.
Yeah,
Before
just
you
have
get
it in
back
your
on.
bottle bag, pop the top, and slam it.
That's
I
right.
got a
That's all you can do.
I've got a $30 fucking helmet. That's it.
You ride with the keys.
That's because you
how.
got a $15 head, Ray. That's why.
Yeah.
You guys ain't doing it right. And then there you go. No.
That's
I
right.
do too, Dragon. I have a half shell, and that's
Scorpion.
99% of the time. That's what I'll never put my full face on unless it's raining.
Yeah.
I don't know.
know.
You got to have a king pack so that your $800 Shoei Neotech can be in the king pack right back there behind you.
See, I'm not
Because I
that
wear
smart.
No helmet at all anywhere I go.
I have the chop pack, so I have to pray to the gods of the motorcycles that they will not steal my.
So before you have an accident, you got to go, wait a minute, let me put on my helmet, and then we can have the accident.
No, see, I don't wear a helmet for accidents. I wear a helmet for friggin' hail.
Yeah.
We got caught in New Mexico a few months ago in 3 hailstorms in one damn day, and we even turned back on the first one, and then the second one we thought, oh, it's clear. It wasn't. We got plastered, and there's a hilarious video on Instagram of just like and Renee didn't even get a. Ironically, is the one time she didn't get a shot of my crotch. I don't know why she missed it this time, but I have just a pile of ice. Yeah.
Hey,
Look, Tom.
Hey,
I
whichever
like-
on your weekends.
Exactly. Look, your wife doesn't shoot your crotch. That's your business, right? My wife,
No, she just
I'm
wanders
like,
off.
get the crotch shot, and she's like, yes, sir, and then she does it. But this time, no, she was busy trying to, dodge hail, which is impossible. You can't do it. You can't dodge hail. There's too much of that shit. And by the way, that pecan vodka is very good. I'm just saying.
And Bill's saying that they wear it for warmth. That's the only reason they wear their helmets.
If it's 30 degrees, you can't beat a full face fucking helmet. That's for sure.
Yeah, when it's 30 degrees, you can't beat the car with the heated seats and the parka and
the baklava. I'm telling you, a good wool baklava. Oh my god! Or microfiber.
Look, check this out. I'm gonna be nowhere that is 30 degrees, so it doesn't matter.
I was gonna say, what are y'all talking about? All you fuckers are in Florida.
You damn rub.
Whatever you want to call me. Check this out. My ass will not be in 30-degree weather.
My record's 13.
We booked Key West for January because that is the only month that might get cold in Florida.
Yeah. RV says you can wear red helmet and red leather pants.
There you go.
Arr. Yeah.
How do you guys ride in hot weather and heavy leather? Especially
You don't
wear leather. That can't be comfortable.
I
was gonna say
you're in your 20s.
I've worn leather since I moved to Florida.
Well, you have those tight leather pants that I like.
That's
when you
different.
Wear.
That's not on the motorcycle.
That's like
mechanical bull at the swingers court.
That's right. Welcome to the main stage, Professional Monkey to the main stage.
OnlyFans.
Up next, Mercedes and Lexus.
Hey, okay, I've got to ask Professional Monkey because he's the one person that would know this for sure. Do you know the guys that have the 3 or 4 fifth wheels at the front of the chip who have the pole every year? Do you know those guys?
Ever on? I don't understand how they get that.
They're just
no one's ever on the pole.
I saw a chick. I saw her this year for the first time in 4 years. I saw somebody on the pole for the first time.
They're hoping some drunk walks through there about 3 a.m. and gets on it.
That's it.
But when I did, they told me to get off.
Right. They didn't give you any ones or nothing. So back in the day, dudes
they were like quarters.
We used to bring their alternative wife to Sturgis.
Yeah, I've met folks that brought their Sturgis wife before. I've met a few of those.
Yeah, I
and
think
the
we
Sturgis
filmed a
wife-
few of them.
The Sturgis wife's age started with 2, and that was the Sturgis wife that went with him. And I can remember.
So did her IQ.
I can remember being out to dinner with.
Don't say names in case they watch.
No, with my dad and his closest half dozen friends that I knew really well and grew up around and knew all their wives, and these were not their wives. Like none of these, whatever. And we walked out that night, and I remember my dad having a man-to-man talk about like how you don't say shit. And I was like, I understand. I was a teenager, and I was like,
Right.
I got that immediately that this was never to be spoken of. And he was like, we don't talk. Like
You're
like
not
nothing,
Barbara.
Nothing ever happened. No, and I didn't. I was like, And the funny thing is how I kind of would have expected them to have said, because I knew them well, like Christmas at their house and that kind of stuff. And I kind of would have expected one of them to say something. I think they knew they didn't have to.
Right.
They probably knew old man was going to have a father son talking. Yeah.
We don't talk.
Yeah. This is Aunt Cindy, and she spells it with an S.
Today it would be Aunt Lexus, Aunt Mercedes, Aunt Melissa.
But that shit stopped because of everybody's pocket cameras.
It's never like a Fort Granada's her name. Like never,
Jesus.
Yeah, I was about to say Sturgis should be like a Dave Chappelle. Sturgis should be like a Chappelle concert now. Phones in the bag. Yeah.
It should be. That's
because that's why I said that's why it's changed, because everybody has a camera.
Couple of them that walked by us that had Sturgis wives, and I hope their wives weren't watching the live, because you know how I was saying you're live on YouTube and shit.
Yeah.
They ducked to the left.
A couple of them, they're like, oh shit.
Yeah, the thumpers are getting like deposition requests.
You had to sign an NDA. They're walking around with NDAs. Like,
please sign this. You're on YouTube.
It's too early. He gets his stitches out tomorrow. He's working his fingers, but he can't really do much because they're so like bandaged up that all he can do is that. He can't do this.
How's he down there with you guys?
Yeah, he's at our house, but he's itching to get out of here. So as soon as he can move his hand well enough, he's going to fly back to St. Louis, finish out the year, and then bring his truck and trailer and trike and everything back home. So
yeah, so he spends quite a bit of time in St. Louis, don't he?
The whole summer, pretty much.
Okay.
Every year he leaves here and goes to St. Louis for the whole summer.
That's something you don't hear very often. I summer in St. Louis.
I enjoy carjacking.
Truck trafficker, so St.Louis is a good source of business.
I'm from the St. Louis Monkeys.
The monkeys of St. Louis. They're
on the lower branch. We don't talk about that.
So it's the funny thing is I totally would summer in St. Louis. And we've talked about buying a
the albino part.
But we really want to. I'd love to buy a slab house in St. Louis.
Hey, I enjoyed it, man. What part I was in and no drive-bys. I mean, it was nice. It was actually hipster. It was actually hipster fucking area where I was at, dude. Shit. Like
that foundry is very hipster. And then
where did you take me on our first date?
Where we stayed though, over at the Loft. It was the hotel. It was a Loft.
Hipster hotel.
Oh man, it was completely, and just a block over. I mean, these women and dudes, these hipsters, was out in their, just walking their dogs, and it was these little cafes and coffee shops and stuff, and it was a real nice area. Now, don't get me wrong, you could tell it was like a older area. They just had like redone it all real nice, but yeah, and
I got to get to work in the morning.
I mean, women walking without guns and shit. It was. Seriously, they were all in their yoga pants and just trotting down the street like it wasn't nothing.
Is that how you knew they didn't have guns?
Yeah.
Yoga pants don't leave much to the imagination.
Sure.
They might have been deep concealing, right?
I can tell you one thing. When me and Dallas went into the restaurant that morning and got breakfast, and our waitress said, "You guys are bikers, ain't you?" I swear to God, that's what she said. She said, "You guys are bikers, ain't you?" And I was like, can you really tell? She was like, look where you're at. I mean, it was so full of fucking uppity class hipsters. We were the only two that was like, did not look like we belonged there.
Hey, at least they didn't try to deport you like they did to me.
The funny
But it's a
thing
it's a beautiful place, though.
St. Louis is historically not.
Yes.
That's the funny thing. Is like that's not where that city is from. That's factories and foundries and you know, like they built
blue collar
or two there, very blue collar. Like my grandfather was a machinist mechanic at Continental Can, where they made all the cans that canned all the sea rations for the military for a long time in St. Louis. Like it's not a hipster city, except for one street, which we actually all do love. There's an area called Del Mar that not Del Mar, not as in Spanish, Del Mar. And it's in University City, and the city hall actually says the city of University City Hall on the front of the building. But that one street, Del Mar, had your coffee shops and your funky little places to see a band and this, that, and the other. And the one Indian restaurant in all of St. Louis was on Del Mar. But other than that, the rest of the city was either...
And they still served ribs.
Right. And the rest of the city was violently dangerous or very blue collar. But now it's like my buddies who are still at home were like, you wouldn't believe this shit these days.
Dude, I'm telling you, must have been where we was at, because it is. I'm talking about craziness. I'm talking about, you know, outside their little cafes and shit. You got like 12-foot fucking tall lamp art shades and high heels and chess sets and just all, you know what I mean, decorated, fixed up. I mean.
Well, the hotel you stayed on and where the bowling was that night, that's on Del Mar. That actually is like hipster center of the world for St. Louis. So,
by the way, Ray had to sign 17 petitions that day.
See, where we were in St. Louis was the hood.
Yeah, you took me to the ghetto apparently because
you fit in there.
Well,
so,
he wanted to make sure that you know, look at
Did I hold my own? I don't know.
Well, no, that like, look, I mean, I'm going to take you here. I'm showing you what you're getting. You're getting quality. Yeah. This is what you could have, but this is what you got.
This is what
I told her St. Louis's most favorite sport of all time is on 4th of July, firework or gunshot. Right. That's our favorite sport. Is, you know, we were literally on our first date and on the landing, and we're sitting there having cocktails and dinner, and here pop pop pop. She's like, "What's that?" I'm like, "I think 9mm. I'm pretty sure that was like
yeah.
380.
It's too hollow to be a 10.
Yeah, 1 to 380 and 22s aren't as popular in St. Louis. I'm pretty sure that was a 9.
Let's get going. We got work in the morning.
All right.
Early morning.
Yeah, we've been going 3 hours. So thank you all for coming on. Everybody watching, make sure you go check out everybody's channel on here. If you ain't already, make sure you subscribe.
I cannot wait to hang with this group.
What'd you say?
I'm in North Carolina, Keith.
No, yeah. Well, I wish. I said I can't wait to hang with this group because God damn, it's a fun bunch of fucking people.
We're always fun, man.
So much good hair in the group. Look, between Tom and I'm sorry.
Well, it skipped some of us.
Shampoo for Tom.
Shampoo.
I have hair now. Hang on.
That's a T-shirt, Ray. That's a T-shirt.
Shampoo for hair. I got them all.
Ray's got it.
All right, I'm doing that tonight. The shampoo is for Tom.
Oh my god. All right.
Hashtag not all heroes are bald.
Love you guys. Be good.
Ray,
see you this week. Yes, ma'am.
And you guys are all responsible for him when I'm not there.
Okay.
I'll send pictures.
I'll send.
All right, we got to go. See y'all. Bye.
Everybody, thank you. Everybody, thank you for coming out. Make sure you subscribe.
Ray, thanks, man.
Hey, Keith, anytime, buddy.
Bumpers. It's always good to see you.
Everybody stay in your lane or crash the damn thing.